Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we are on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Bediako FM, Pumpurugu, Glenham Radio Bato, Gaskia FM Techiman, and Radio Wawa. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, Paramount Chief of Achode in Nkwanta South, Nana Obombo Lupruwa, avails himself of peace talks to end the clashes.
Now that they have assured us that they are going to make security arrangements available to everybody and we'll have a responsible committee, why not? We'll show up.
We have more as life gradually returns to normal in Nkwanta's basic and senior high schools reopen for teaching and learning. We'll also hear from teachers who want curfew protocols reviewed to compensate for lost hours. Also, Belgian New Force spokesperson Shalima Bouissi chronicles human rights violations she allegedly suffered at the hands of Ghanaian authorities prior to her repatriation.
They just ignored me. They weren't listening to me. They were lying to me that they were just going to file some documentation at court.
In business.
Businesses forecast low sales for the first quarter of this year due to high taxes. We have details on the Joy Business Report.
And later, South Africa to force Israel into a ceasefire in International Court of Justice hearing later today of the genocide accusations brought before it.
The state of Israel shall immediately suspend its military operations in and against Gaza. 2. The state of Israel shall ensure that any military or influence take no steps in.
These are more coming up with me, Mami Sinyamiche Thompson. We are your home of independent, fearless, and credible journalism. In our first story, the Paramount Chief of Achode in Nkwanta South, Nana Obombo Lupruwa, has expressed his willingness to engage in peace talks aimed at resolving the clashes within the area. Contrary to previous reports suggesting his reluctance, Nana Lupruwa has made it clear that he is ready to participate in any dialogue aimed at fostering harmony among feuding factions. Emphasizing the importance of ensuring his security, the chief underscores his commitment to finding a peaceful resolution, signaling a pivotal step forward in addressing the long-standing tensions in the area.
That they are going to make security arrangements available to everybody and we'll have a responsible committee that officially they will write to us that anytime they invite you before this committee, know that it is recognized by the state and the regional coordinating council. Why not? We'll show up. And in every war situation, nobody is a winner. If you think you're a winner, then you are lying. Everybody has received his share. So we should stop. What is going on will not help us. So I'm calling on everybody, those sponsors from outside, those sponsors in the country, those sponsors in Nkwanta who think they are going to benefit out of this war, it must end.
Meanwhile, life is gradually returning to normal in Nkwanta. Joy News' Peter Senu has more on this report.
As of about 7:45 a.m. at the Roman Catholic Junior High School, almost all teachers were present for academic work, with some students already seated in their classrooms ready to study. Mary is one of the teachers.
Yesterday it was encouraging us. Today is much better, and so we are expecting more students to come back.
At Nkwanta Senior High School, not many students had reported for academic work. Only 10 of these first years were in queue for admissions when we visited. Patrick Agbobli is the senior house parent from Nkwanta Senior High School.
They are coming, except that the number is still low. At the close of yesterday, we recorded 292 students, the total, including the first years.
At Chabobo Girls Senior High School, the head girl for the school, Miracle Ntiamwa, is appealing to her colleagues to return to school.
Nobody is being shot, nobody is being hurt. Security personnel are around protecting us to make sure that our safety is paramount.
Peter Senu with that report. Now, Belgian woman who was seen in the New Force video, Shalima Boisi, has detailed the surreal injustice she endured during her recent arrest, detention, and subsequent repatriation. The Immigration Service last month revoked her stay permit and deported her after the state dropped the charges proffered against her. In an exclusive interview with Raymond Aqua on Upfront, Shalima described the inhuman treatment she suffered at the hands of both immigration and NIB officers.
They just ignored me. They weren't listening to me. They were lying to me that they were just going to file some documentation at court. And eventually they wanted to put me on the stand, take my plea, and, potentially let me incriminate myself. I had a counsel, I had a lawyer, and they refused to give me access to him. They refused to call him. They refused to let him know where I was at that point.
And was this conduct by immigration officials or officials at the NIB?
They were working together.
Well, Shalima has also been dismissing claims she interfered in Ghana's politics.
Is I don't think a spokesperson is a political person. I am delivering a message. I am reporting on behalf. I am not a politician. I don't see myself as a politician, and I was actually surprised that me being the spokesperson, that I was being mistaken as a politician all of a sudden. I never said anything like I want to be part of the government or anything that points to me being a political person. There was never anything said like that. All I did was deliver a message.
Well, when asked whether she had intentions of ever returning to Ghana, this is what she said.
I have not given up on Ghana. I feel like my work is not done yet. Like I said, I felt really inspired by everything that I've seen and I've been through. I still have a lot of love for Ghana. I've been staying there for some years, It's still a place that I hold very dear to my heart. And, I'm sure I'll be back eventually.
While the recent power crisis has been dealt with, that's the assurance from the Deputy Energy Minister Andrew Ejapa-Mensah. He blamed the situation on delayed payments to power suppliers. Well, despite the assurance, businesses across the country say they are grappling with the effects of intermittent power supply, causing disruptions in both homes and workplaces. But the Deputy Minister says there are no shortfalls in power generations and consumers should expect stable power supply.
Against the power cuts, it's affecting us. They should work on it for us.
We can now hear from Deputy Energy Minister Ejapa-Mensah.
Against the power cuts, it's affecting us. They should work on it for us.
The information that I have from the FCC, that's the System Control Center, there shouldn't be doom job tonight because the gas issue has been resolved. And the point that I really wanted to make was if we say that doomsaw is an event and that anytime that it takes place one day is doomsaw, then we all have a working definition of what doomsaw is. However, if it is protracted, it spans weeks and months and years, and that's what constitutes doomsaw. To make someone say doomsaw is back, then we can also have a conversation whether the event of 2 nights ago constitutes doomsaw is back, or that a protracted 2012-2016 event that we encountered is what really amounts to doomsaw.
Deputy Energy Minister Andrew Ejapa-Mensah there. Now, the Ghana Nurses and Midwifery Trainees Association is demanding that allowances paid to them be made a government policy instead of a political campaign promise. President of the association, Edumbinsa Pascal, speaking at their 31st Annual Delegates Conference in Accra, indicated that the allowances eases the burdens on trainee nurses.
Allowances should be made as a government policy instead of a campaign policy. We must advocate for trainee nurse and midwife allowance to be enshrined in the government policy of this particular country, that no political party can alter it. It's become a government policy that any government that comes to power is to be obligatory for them to do the needful and not to suggest or make reference to other parties of which have not done diligence in the matter. Guaranteeing timely and consistent payment of the trainee nurse and midwives will also be actively to support and augment our trainee nurse and midwives in their studies.
Well, South Africa will try to push for Israel to cease fire in a hearing at the International Court of Justice over genocide accusations brought before it later today. In an 80-page writ to the court, South Africa said the acts and omissions by Israel are genocidal in character, committed with a specific intent to destroy Palestinians in Gaza. The case could take years, but South Africa is asking the court to order Israel to immediately halt its military operations in Gaza. Now, lawyers Tembeka Nguchi and Von Low and Adila Hassim represent South Africa.
This is an impossible situation for the people of Gaza and for those trying to help them. The fighting must stop. Close quote.
The mass displacement of the population of Gaza, headed into areas where they continue to be killed, and the deliberate creation of conditions that, quote, lead to a slow death, unquote.
And that's how we end the bulletin. In our top story, Paramount Chief of Achode in Nkwanta South, Nana Obombo Laprua avails himself of peace talks to end the clashes in the area. I am Mamisi Nyamiche Thompson. Business is next on the Super Morning Show.
Is over. It's the Clash of Titans. The Total Energies African Cup of Nations Côte d'Ivoire 2023 is here. And as part of this year's competition, all Total Energy service stations will go into 100% football mode. So drive to selected service stations and kickstart your year with lots of amazing giveaways. This is our way of supporting our gallant Black Stars. So starting Sunday 14th January, when you buy fuel or lubricants from selected Total Energy service stations on Ghana match days, you instantly win amazing branded souvenirs. Let's celebrate the passion of football together and win lots of gifts during the 2023 Total Energies African Cup of Nations. Remember, promo is valid while stocks last. Visit our social media pages Total Energies GH for more information. Terms and conditions apply. Let's live football together.
The boys are lined up looking for an opening. They are charging forward from our three. Kuku has his eye on the cashier, but Yo gets there first. He taps, and he scores!
Win your ticket to glory with the ABSA Card Assist. Tap to pay with your ABSA debit or credit card, and you could win an unforgettable Premier League experience in the UK or any of over 50 consolation prizes such as home appliances and shopping vouchers. It's time to tap your way to the Premier League with your ABSA card. ABSA, the official banking partner of the Premier League. Terms and conditions apply.
No matter your water needs, Sintex has it all. Sintex tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Sintex tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Sintex tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project or demand, choose Sintex tank. Sintex tank, stress-free. Sintex tank, reliable. Sintex tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit sintexgh.com. Sintex tank, a strong, a tough.
Hello, babe.
Hello.
Where are you?
I'm home watching football. What's up?
That reminds me. I hope we are going to Ivory Coast for the AFCON 2024 because I'm tired of watching it on TV.
Don't worry, babe. I've got everything under control.
Then my things are already packed though.
Adansi Travels and CAF are making it possible for you to experience AFCON 2024 live in Ivory Coast from 13th January 2024. You can choose to go by air at a rate starting from $1,200 per person and $2,350 for couple, or by road at a rate starting from $890 per person and $1,750 for couple. Your flight, internal transport, daily breakfast, match ticket, and tours are all sorted. So what are you waiting for? Call 0595 500 817 or 0556 310 404 to book now. Adansi Travels, fuel life's beauty.
Welcome to a thrilling season of football live on Star Times. The best of Africa will converge in Ivory Coast from the 13th of January.
Witness the most anticipated tournament in African football, where Ghana could end a 42-year trophy drought, and Egypt with an 80% chance of winning their 8th AFCON title. The Teranga Lions of Senegal look like defending their title. The AFCON is here with all 52 matches delivered in stunning HD on Star Time. It's an incredible new year. Upgrade to the Star Times Mega Bouquet for only 180 Ghana cedis.
Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
Illegal mining continues to destroy our lands and waters.
We are getting some cases of young people whereby they come with difficulty in breathing and cough. We find that they have extensive damage to their lungs. They tend to be people who come from communities that are involved in illegal mining.
From January 12th, we continue the fight against illegal mining in our communities. It's the Poisoned for Gold Community Tour. Join Erastus Asaredonko as we engage the people of Samreboy about the dangers of illegal mining. The Poisoned for Gold Community Tour is part of the USAGM media project on nature crimes in Ghana, supported by the U.S. Department of State Bureau of Oceans and International Environment and Scientific Affairs, Office of Conservation and Water. The tour is in collaboration with the Multimedia Group. Media partners: Joy News, Adum TV, Joy FM, Love FM, Inshira FM, Ahobrasia FM, Tricky FM, Asuna FM, Royal FM, Velvet Beam Radio, Max FM, Green Gold Radio and TV.
I think that's the best radio station name
Tricky
I've heard
FM.
in a while. Tricky FM. Love it. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Kujo. How are you? Happy
I'm all
Friday.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
The week is at an end. Freedom Jacob Caesar.
Freedom Jacob Caesar.
Yeah. Would you vote for him as president?
That question. I don't know. I've not really paid attention to him too, so maybe I should pay attention to his messages, and then I can make a decision.
Well, today is a good day to start because he will be here.
Oh,
yes,
interesting.
Yes. We can ask him all the things on our minds and hearts.
Exactly.
Yes. This year we've seen this election. We've already seen a few independent names popping up, right? There was, of course, Alan Chermanting, who broke away from the NPP, Dr. Sam Ankra, I believe his name is, who also, this would be his first time at,
And there's some Bediako name making the rounds.
That is Freedom Jacob Caesar.
Oh, yeah.
Same person, Nana Kwame Bediako. Yes.
A.K.A.
Cheddar, a.k.a. Freedom Jacob Caesar. Yes. He also wants to be president. So I guess, today is a good day to find out, well, why, first of all. It seems a thankless job if you ask me. But yeah, why? Why does he want to be president? And what exactly does he think he can do different that nobody else has done before? What is it that makes him the salvation that he advertises himself to be? Yeah. Today is a good day. We'll see what we can learn. And of course, learning begins with the news at 6 a.m. brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. And now, of course, learning can continue with the Joy Business Report brought to us by Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life. And Africa World Airlines, touching Africa, touching the world.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, businesses forecast low sales for the first quarter of this year due to high taxes. Also, business strategist and lawyer David Ofosudote warns current tax levels and interest rates could collapse some enterprises and hurt the economy. Plus, African Center for Retirement Research describes 15% increase in monthly payment for pensioners as woefully inadequate. And later, we'll bring you the Business Journal. We'll take a look at production of footwear in the current economic environment. Stay with us. My name is Darryl Kwame. Thanks for being with us this morning. Hello to our friends listening on KTU Radio in Koforidua. The Association of Ghana Industries is predicting low sales in the first quarter of this year due to the numerous taxes being implemented by government this year. AGI is concerned the increase in taxes will affect the purchasing power of consumers, which could negatively impact on income of businesses. Speaking to Joy Business, Chief Executive Sir Chuma Kwabwa said it is important to reduce inflation and interest rates to encourage the growth of businesses.
I've visited a lot of companies, not just in Accra, but in Takoradi, in Tema, in Kumasi, and the complaints were basically the same, that sales have not done well. And I think it's partly because purchasing power this year has not been that good for people. With the deep and fast depreciation of the CD and the inflation being so high, people's disposable income became very low, and therefore ability to spend was affected. And that has an effect on industries who are turning out goods for sale in the market. So definitely, when you have such a situation, sales are affected. And for industry, they are driven by sales. Everything they do dwells on sales. If you make good sales, you can always quickly invest. If it's short-term investment you have to do, you quickly do it and catch up and meet the market demands. But if the sales are bad, it affects every other thing.
Chief Executive of the Association of Ghana Industries said Chuma Kwabwa there. Meantime, business strategist and lawyer David Ofosu-Dorte is warning that current tax levels and high interest rates could collapse some enterprises and hurt the economy. This is coming at a time that government is working to roll out new set of taxes in the coming days. Mr. Ofosu-Dorte noted that government must review its tax policy going forward. He has been speaking on PM Express Business Edition.
In 2023, that was just last year, from January to as of November, I think, pensioners had lost 42% of their purchasing power as measured by the annual average inflation. Now, you compare 31% being lost against a fixed rate of 19%. Now they have lost 42% and we are giving them a fixed rate of just, 10%. It simply tells you that something is not right somewhere.
There are a lot of manufacturers who are no more manufacturing and importing and selling. Yeah. I don't want to mention names, but we've had less and less people going into manufacturing because they realize that manufacturing is very expensive. We've just added carbon tax. That's going to affect manufacturing, especially if you are using hydrocarbons as a source of fuel. So it's going to increase their cost even more. Now, in the manufacturing sector, it stifles them to the point that it's become difficult to expand and to manufacture. In the services sector, it drives more people to go into services, and as services become more expensive, you realize that the services sector cannot expand. But if you notice, services sector is also not expanding. So if they are continuously contracting because of taxes, then you are not actually increasing the size of your GDP. Now, when you have a situation where the big guys, the manufacturing companies, etc., are contracting, and then the small companies are not expanding, you have a situation where the economy will actually start beginning to see negative growth.
Business strategist and lawyer David Ofosu-Dorte speaking on PM Express Business Edition. You can catch a repeat of that conversation this morning at 11 on the Joy News channel. Now, the Ghana Revenue Authority has indicated that some of the 5 new tax amendment taxes may have taken effect from the 1st of January this year. This is despite the promise of completing public education before implementation. Reverend Dr. Mishadai Osamwa is Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority.
Normally we have to look at the various taxes that are involved. In some of them, if the effective date could still start from the time of assent, because it depends upon the nature or the way of the collection. But in some of them, it will become difficult for you to start from that date of the assent. So it all depends on the individual taxes. But by next, you could be able to come out and let the public know exactly.
And that regulation will tell us on when the takeoff and all the various tax pipe and everything?
Yes, we will do that. So that is how we are going to manage it.
Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Reverend Dr. Mishadai Osuamwa. In other news, the Africa Center for Retirement Research has described the 15% increase in monthly pension payments as woefully inadequate. According to its Chief Executive Director, Abdallah Mashoud, pensioners lost purchasing power of 42% in 2023, and therefore is going to affect living conditions. Speaking to Joy Business, Mr. Mashoud said pensioners are going through hardship because of low pension payments.
In 2023, that was just last year, from January to as of November, I think, pensioners had lost 42% of their purchasing power as measured by the annual average inflation. Now, you compare 31% being lost against a fixed rate of 19%. Now they have lost 42% and we are giving them a fixed rate of just, 10%. It simply tells you that something is not right somewhere.
In essence, I just want to know, in essence, you believe that this rate could have gone up further?
If they could have done better, I believe the fixed rate of 10% is highly inadequate and is going to subject pensioners to a lot of hardship in 2023. They won't be able to compete very well in the pricing market.
Abdallah Mashoud, Executive Director of the African Center for Retirement Research. You're listening to the Joy Business Report. Next, our business journal. Today, we want to take a look at some producers of made in Ghana goods and how they're losing profit as a result of the hike in the cost of raw materials and increase in the cost of labor. Shoemakers are among producers and traders in various commercial areas in the country complaining about the current economic situation. Nana Wache Dankwaya don't put a spotlight on footwear production in Kumasi for our business journal.
Alaji is a hard-working shoemaker who has been doing this for about 8 years now. According to him, 2,000 cedis, which used to be a starting capital some time ago, is now something very less to begin with. He says customers have also reduced the number of shoes they could purchase.
I don't get buyers because all of them are complaining of the price.
33-year-old Bayo Andrews has been in the business for about 11 years now. The piece of shoe Bayo could produce weekly has been affected by the price increase in raw material.
Na first year ton 130 1.3 is 130 cedis. But within this year shoot it to 2.5.
We used to buy these materials at 130 cedis. Currently we are buying them at 250 cedis.
Now we did your
Speaking to Mr. Joseph, who has also been into the shoemaking business for about 10 years now, a piece of shoe produced used to be sold at 30 cedis and 35 cedis up until September this year. Currently, a pair of shoe is being sold at 45 cedis.
I had to sack my apprentices because I could not bear the cost of production anymore.
10 cedis na atoso leather you say leather no say ne book akura for man intimate leather no.
Safo Hayford, a distributor of shoes produced by Alaji, is from Mampontein. He says he is unable to buy shoes in several pieces for distribution due to the high prices coupled with increase in fuel prices.
In this for these shoes for 45 cedis, 50 cedis. I contacted the man who does it. He told me it's now selling for 70 Ghana, of which I am coming to buy so that I go and sell it to other people. And I'm coming here to buy it for 70 Ghana cedis. How much am I going to sell it to? Those my customers. So things are getting out of hand. So we will plead to the government to do something about our economy.
And that's our business journal today. Before we go, let's check the markets for you. Beginning with the commodity market, crude oil has increased to $78 a barrel. Gold went up by almost $6 to open trading at $2,034 an ounce. Cocoa selling at $4,274 a ton after going up by $68. On the currency market, the dollar going for 12 cedis 25 pesos. That's on the retail market. The pound going for 15 cedis 33 pesos. The euro going for 13 cedis 30 pesos. More news on our website myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl Kwao. I'll hand you back to the best performing Super Morning Show host.
No reshuffle.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, yesterday we didn't complete the exercise.
Oh yeah, and I caught the brutal verdict on the finance minister.
Yes, you realize that
Raymond and Nick from Winston.
Not a lot of people agree with you.
Yeah, not a fan of the finance minister.
Yes. Well. But I mean, you made your point about his resilience.
And we have to make the point to forgive people of their past mistakes and give them a clean sheet to start with.
Interesting. So which people should resign when they fail? Like, which group of people should resign when they fail, and which group of people should be forgiven?
That's a tough question. Which people should resign?
Yeah, I mean, because I think we can all agree that I mean, when a person has been asked to do an important job and they find that they can't, they should let someone else come and do it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's an important job. The job getting done is far more important than they having a job.
Well, I think that if the person is not making the effort to rewrite the wrongs, then the person has to resign, right?
Sometimes resignation is how you right the wrong. Sometimes.
Probably. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Anyway,
just sometimes.
Yes. Today we'll be looking at a few more ministries. We'll certainly touch on information. We weren't able to do the information.
Information has been quiet.
Yeah, which is ironic. Information should be forthcoming. Yeah. Anyway, we'll be assessing their work. The minister has been in place for some time now, so there's quite a lot for us to look at. Yeah, should be interesting. That's not the only ministry, by the way. We'll be going into many others that time will permit us to. But I will not ask you your verdict today.
No.
All right, listen. Let's get our inspiration on. Inspirational song is brought to us by Duraplast Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC and HDPE pipes, as well as water tank. The only water storage tank with a level indicator. Where Duraplast goes, water flows. Do you know this one? Uja, featuring Carl.
Time they will take it off around 8 p.m. Then 6 times 6:30. I'm not the only person saying this. Go to places like Wage at Old Barrier. Same time, same on and off period, virtually every night. So when people experience this and the next day, you are telling them we've solved the problem, so they will not have any power crisis. If we're to be one of those isolated problems, once they won't go off and come on.
Yeah.
If there's a problem with my generator, I will be off for God knows how long. So stop throwing that into our eyes. If you want us to cooperate with you, this 14th century is not my reality when I'm feeling that thing. I mean, it makes sense.
This looks like a coordinated something.
Yes.
Something is planned.
Yes.
Because if you're going to go off the same time and the lights are turned on around the same time, it can only be planned.
And that is what we term do so. In fact, that's what we had a load shedding for.
This is literally,
Plan.
literally and ironically, gaslighting.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll come back to this. It's a very important issue. Let's go for a Drive Safe campaign brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. So our tip today says follow the 3 to 4 second rule. Now, since the greatest chance of a collision is in front of you, using the 3 to 4 second rule will help you establish and maintain a safe following distance and provide adequate time for you to brake to stop if necessary. But this rule only works in normal traffic under good weather conditions. In bad weather, increase your following distance an additional second for each condition, such as rain, fog, nighttime driving, or following a large truck or a motorcycle. So when it's raining, when there's fog, when it's at night, don't just do it 3 to 4, make it 4 to 5 seconds. Increase it, So that's how to drive safe.
And when it's raining on the breeze stretch, when you're climbing and when it's raining and it's at dawn, Winston.
My goodness.
Those lights that we have refused to turn on are not functioning. You regret it. How you have to move slowly because you're not even sure which turn is up next.
No.
Oh, come on.
Look, and I went for a party on the 30th of December.
Okay.
At the Brie. When I was returning, the whole place was dark. And when it gets, you're descending. Yeah, you are descending. But you would have to be driving at 30, 40. Because you don't know what's going to happen to you anyway. It's like going back to the old days when drivers used to use the grass to check the sides of the road, to actually check when they're on the right track. I mean, in those days. Street lights, why should that be a difficulty for us? You see, this is my problem. We have paid taxes upon taxes upon taxes, but we never get to enjoy anything in this country.
It's almost a fight to...
Everything is a luxury in this country.
Yeah. Every small thing.
Good roads. Look at my roads. I have complained for God knows how long. Abokobi Teman. The last time I saw that the assembly tarred their road to the assembly. The road to the assembly.
That's more important.
No, that's more important. No problem.
The assembly is more important than the people.
Yes, no problem.
Yeah.
The community members are today contributing to fix a road that could have been fixed by the assembly. Even if you don't want to fix it, if you don't want to tar the road, what prevents the assembly from deciding that, okay, we would actually grade the road so it's a bit smooth for you to use? They won't do that.
And we sometimes get worried and want to ask questions about how people avoid taxes. Because you have to use the contribution to fix their own problems.
Yeah.
We are not sure what you're using the money for anyway.
We create incentives for people to break laws. That's another example. This VAT on electricity bills, right? Already we're struggling to make people even have the social conscience to pay their electricity bills. When there are ways of getting electricity without paying, right? Now you are giving them even more of an incentive to avoid doing the right thing.
And when they put off your power, they'll come and tell you that no, we have not put off the power. Because apparently in your own world, you do not know that power is off in your house.
I suggest the system of housing ministers at cantonments and very close to the ministries should even cease.
Yeah.
Let them go and find places to stay.
That's true.
And let them join the traffic. They would know how it feels like to be in traffic. They would do something about it. Now, because we actually decided to give you luxury, so you will think about us.
And
now actually, we have insulated them.
Was flawed.
Yes, we have insulated them from the problem, so they don't understand how we feel. You complain right now. It's youthful exuberance.
Imagine that.
I mean, that's what they tell you. That every day, if you need to move just 25 kilometers from my place to work, you have to leave very early.
Yeah.
Because if you don't leave early, the road is very poor, and then assembly is collecting monies there all the time. Anyway, let's learn how to say it right.
Yeah, well, Say It Right is brought to you by Kingdom Books. Our Kingdom quality and affordability are our hallmarks. And also, Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
I received a text from a listener who wanted to know whether to say the person who or the person that. The simple answer to this question is who always refers to people. So when describing a person, we may say the person who. When it's any other noun besides a person, we would usually say the thing or the one that. There are some exceptions. When referring to a category of people, one might use that instead of who. For example, the patrons that attended our event. Now, I was initially a bit surprised at the question because I didn't think this was such a common source of confusion. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that in Ghana, there is a rather recent corruption of our English that has come directly from one place, Nigeria. Now, I love our talented West African neighbors very much, but there are at least 3 things we do much better than our cousins: cookathons, jollof rice, and speaking the King's English. So please, from now on, let us avoid saying, I was the person that, when it is better to say, I was the person who. I certainly hope I've helped to settle that particular Ghana-Niger debate for good. There's a homeland, Ghana.
Let's call it home.
There you go. So let's get into the newspapers, and the review is brought to us by Syntex Tank Air Strong Air Tough. My Way, a simple life insurance by My Life and MTN Momo. Dial *165# on MTN to join My Way today. And Enterprise Insurance, Yafinie Motor Insurance Promotion. Enterprise, your advantage.
The Daily Graphic is reporting this morning, Auditor General transfers 9.5 million Ghanaian cedis into consolidated fund. Now, there's also another story about why EA will address Ghana's unemployment challenges. That's a joke. I mean, you know that that's a joke.
How are they going to address Ghana's unemployment?
We know that that's a complete joke.
Yes,
I mean,
Raymond, no, listen.
See, sometimes I'm not sure when the people speak, they speak because they believe it, or they are just saying it because some people will believe them. Or it has to be said, so somebody will say it. The Youth Employment Agency cannot address Ghana's unemployment program. It is bigger than them. They do not have the competence, the money, and the ability to even deliver anyway. And we know what they have done in times past. Let's not kid ourselves.
Look,
they are engaged in useless projects that became almost always investigated by not only investigative journalists, government institutions. Remember the groupies, right? All the useless setups that they put together previously. In any proper state, it's not only the NEIP that will be invaded. It is the YEA and its related bodies too. They equally be invaded by the relevant institutions.
In any proper state, you would not have an NEIP.
Yes.
Giving money to people.
Yeah.
To start their businesses. You have a MASLOC.
Yes.
Giving money to people to start their business. You have a YEA pretending to be creating jobs for the youth. You have a National Youth Authority also pretending to be doing same.
Until recently, you could have added NAPCO.
Now, this is the NEIP. Its CEO was arrested by the special prosecutor, the OSP.
Yes, and full soldiers were not happy at all.
Now, I am learning actually that, contrary to what we saw in the papers yesterday, that the former MP, that they were sharing 500 Ghana cedis to delegates as their Christmas gift. The special prosecutors, the office of special prosecutor, had evidence to the fact that there were transfers from NEIP to delegates in Asante Achim Central. And this is not 500 Ghana cedis. This is not 1,000 Ghana cedis. It is thousands of Ghana cedis. So some of the recipients, now listen to this, some of these recipients actually raised red flags. Then the special prosecutor decided to invite the CEO. When the CEO was invited, what I'm learning is that he was asked why these transfers. He said, oh, these are people who have applied. And he said, oh, so how come it's only your constituency, not just your constituency, but delegates? So, but they are also Ghanaians.
Wow.
And he says, okay, so what is the process for, granting these, funds? He talked about it. He said, okay, let's go to your office and show us their applications. From what I learned, by the time they got there, people had masked up there that he's been arrested and that, he's being intimidated and all of that, and that people are just, preventing him from wanting to become a member of parliament. But this is the thing. The OSP has consistently said that, and that's something we all know. But for you coming out, you didn't hear the OSP saying you've been arrested until, they're very sure, then they come out with a release that they're investigating you. But mostly when they're going to court, then they'll come out. So, and the OSP would always come for you when there's enough grounds to come for you. So, this young man, maybe not young man, Kofi Ofosu Nkansa, I hope I got the name right, whom the people refer to as the Food Soldiers President. From what I have learned, NIP funds transferred to delegates in Asante Achim Central. And the OSP actually accompanied him to his office because they did not want the situation where he could go and quickly fill some forms and bring back. And when they went and spoke to some people, they said there were no forms. They were just making transfers to these people. And so you ask yourself that simple question. To what end? You will see.
That's why we don't get road stands.
No!
That's why you never get the important things that benefit all of us done. Because a section are using it for their parochial, personal.
That's why we can't keep the lights on.
Yeah.
Because one person wants to be elected. So he's taking our money to go and bribe delegates. And you see, because in this country, as long as I am complicit, then it's not a crime. Look at how people went to mass up at the office to defend someone who is robbing all of us.
And you see,
well, allegedly.
Allegedly. I mean, that's what we are learning, allegedly. And that's my pain all the time. We wake up every day, we're here. But the very people we put in positions of authority, who are expected to make lives better for the good people of this country, all they think about is themselves and their generations unborn.
Busy and amassing
how
work
can
for
you be that
private
wicked?
gain.
Anyway, let me do the daily guide.
Before that, there's a final story there. Oh, did I mention that SNIT increases pension by 15%?
No.
Okay, well, that's also on the front page. That should be good news, right? And power outages over. Government pays 10 million to WAPCO. This according to the Energy Ministry. And they are quoting Deputy Energy Minister Andrews Kofi Ejapa Mesa. And he has confirmed that they have paid some amount of money.
And your lights went off yesterday.
Yes.
Well,
it is over in the minds of government people. And it's completely nonsensical. We should stop these things. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. The daily guide says 326 to contest NPP parliamentary primaries. It means we have to be at work on the 27th. It's a Saturday.
Yes.
I mean, Kojo will join us. He'll do it briefly. Some 2 hours for you. Pension benefits up by 15%. Wasi results, Mahama got it wrong, Minister. So that's in reaction to what Mahama said. The remarkable performance is as a result of cheating. I mean, of course, we all know that today in this country, people cheat in exams. We all know. And the investigations by Corruption Watch, which we aired right here on this station, showed. And some of the schools, I know people who left Accra and went to the Bono region to go and write.
A more convenient environment.
Yes.
And sometimes we like this pretense that we give to ourselves too much. We also know that we've reached a time where students can even fight their teachers for not making them cheat. You remember some school, the students were up in NAMS.
Yes, they vandalized school property.
Yes. Why their teachers were not making them cheat.
Can you imagine?
Not that they are hiding the cheating. No. They think that it is something that will be officially done. And that the people doing the right thing. Anyway, these are people who grow up to become people who prevent state institutions from arresting.
Anyway, Commissioner General has not absconded. That's according to the Ghana Revenue Authority. We're told he's on a 6-day leave. He returns to work on Monday.
Oh, yesterday he was on TV. Also yesterday with George Rafe. Okay. I saw him in a report by George Rafe. So apparently he has returned.
Okay. Then it
looks like he's cut short a 6 day or whatever.
Let's get to the online news review then.
Yes, and it's brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy.
Now, people of Abuba, Dental, Yarifa, Hacho, and Virus, we got great news for you. Your customer-focused bank, Zenith Bank, now has a branch in Medina. Yeah, it's a new year, and we have brought our banking services closer to you. Visit Zenith Bank's Medina branch at Clay Dodd Plaza, Reco Flats bus stop on the Medina Adenta Road. No long distance banking wahala. We've got you. It's a year of strengthening bonds with communities and drawing closer to you. We look forward to welcoming you to Zenith Bank's Medina branch. Exceptional service awaits you. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
All right, now on myjoyonline.com this morning, we fixed Dumso. Mahama slams government over power cuts and VAT on electricity. You see, politicians. You cause a problem, you fix it, you want funds. This government is doing the same thing with IMF. Okay, we have a serious problem. If $19 million can cause load shedding, and that is John Jinapo making that point. On citynewsroom.com, Parliament to drag Akufo-Addo to court for refusing to sign witchcraft and armed forces bills. Okay, that should be interesting. And CNN reports US strikes, is it Houthi or Houthi targets as Israel-Hamas war rages. All right. Well, I guess it's time for us to go. Oh, no, we've got a couple of minutes. So back to myjoyonline.com, where yesterday David Ofosu-Dorte was the guest on PM Express, and he said some government institutions have only become a burden on the public purse. We've just talked about an example, right? Yes. That is all they are. That is all they are. They exist, first of all, to provide jobs for people that the president wants to reward. The president, the people who hold the positions, then use it to reward their followers for voting for them. All right, let's move. It's time for the BBC News. It's brought to us by Fidelity Bank, believe with us, and Old Mutual, 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
My way insurance, my way. Hi, my name is Nanama McBrown, and I want to encourage you to dial *165# on MTN to join the My Way family. My Way provides you and a selected family member a cover against death. As a policy holder, you will also have a cover against total permanent disability and hospitalization should you be hospitalized for more than 2 nights. Dial *165# and join the family. Sanya My Way. No way.
My Way is a product of My Life and MTN Momo. Terms and conditions apply.
Want to feel energized for more?
Fuel up with Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle. Our high grade fuel comes at no extra cost but with more power. And our Diesel XP, it's low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. Experience high performance and quality with our products. Available everywhere. Choose Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Goyle, good energy.
Kwesi, it's time to help the kids with their math.
Oh, Angie, I have to quickly rush to Zenith Bank before they close. You know someone stole my card and I have to go block it.
Kwesi, you are going to sit in all that traffic. When there's an enhanced Z Mobile Ghana app, just download the app and instantly chat with Zenith Bank to have your card blocked right from here.
Oh, really? Okay. I also have to schedule the bill payment. I'll be right back.
Hey, Kwesi, you are not going anywhere. With the enhanced Z Mobile Ghana app, you can schedule payment as well.
Hey, Z Mobile here, Z Mobile there, Z Mobile everywhere. Then let me download it. Yeah, Nana, come here for studies.
Live life in the easy lane with the enhanced Z Mobile Ghana app. Do more transactions on the go. Buy data, change PIN, set travel notifications, initiate cash withdrawals at any Zenith Bank ATM without a card. You can even log in with your fingerprint or your face. Download the Z Mobile Ghana app from the App Store or Play Store today. Z Mobile, easy does it. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
It's a century of safeguarding dreams with Enterprise Insurance. In the spirit of our 100th anniversary, Enterprise Insurance revs it up with Yafinia Motor Promotion. One lucky winner will cruise around in a sleek brand new Nissan Kicks SUV. First and second runner-ups will jet off to Dubai for an all-expense paid escape. Renew or get your vehicle insurance between January and June 2024 and win free fuel coupons. Monthly raffle draws give you cool gadgets like laptops, Samsung phones, microwaves, gas cooker, tabletop fridge, and many more. Enterprise Insurance Yafinia Motor Promotion is on at all our branches. Call your broker or agent to buy or renew your motor insurance and make history with Ghana's oldest insurance company. Truly trusted. That's the Enterprise Advantage. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Enterprise, your advantage.
Hello and welcome to Newsday on the BBC World Service with Victoria 100 in London. I'm James Cocknell in Ivory Coast.
The US is sending law enforcement to officers to Ecuador to help deal with gang-led violence there. And the US as well and the UK have launched airstrikes on Houthi targets in Yemen following persistent attacks on ships in the Red Sea. We ask our security correspondent what this means for potential regional escalation.
And I'm here in Ivory Coast because the Africa Cup of Nations kicks off tomorrow, Saturday. It's one of the world's great sporting events. We'll look at how the host country is preparing. They've spent more than $1 billion preparing for this tournament. We're going to discuss why it's so important for Ivory Coast and the political ramifications of a successful or unsuccessful tournament. That's all after the latest world news. Hello, I'm Chris Barrow with the BBC News. The United States and Britain have carried out military strikes from the air and sea against Houthi locations in Yemen in response to the rebels' ongoing attacks on ships in the Red Sea. The US Central Command said over 60 targets at 16 Houthi positions were attacked. Tom Bateman reports.
The strikes came from air and sea, with RAF Typhoon jets flown from Cyprus and American warplanes targeting multiple sites in Yemen. A US Navy submarine fired Tomahawk cruise missiles, say officials. The Pentagon said the strikes hit Houthi radar, missile and drone launch sites, as well as weapons storage areas. President Biden said he was resolute against what he called reckless attacks on shipping by Houthi rebels and would take further action if needed.
A Houthi leader, Mohammed al-Bukaiti, has warned that the US and the UK will soon realise the strikes on Yemen were the greatest folly in their history. The rebel group has vowed to continue its support for Palestinians in Gaza and its attacks on ships in the Red Sea. The CEO of the global shipping company Maersk, Vincent Clark, has warned about the impact these disruptions will have on consumers.
This is impacting all the goods
from medicine to food to anything that you would find in a supermarket shelf. Shipping prices have shot up as a result. So you see already that some of the costs is starting to percolate all the way down to the end consumer, which in these times of inflation is really something that we need to try to avoid.
The US electric vehicle maker Tesla says the Houthi attacks on shipping in the Red Sea are impacting production because of changes to transport routes. It's suspending operations at its factory near Berlin for 2 weeks due to a lack of components. Analysts warn the attacks on this crucial shipping channel will lead to higher prices for consumers. The United Nations highest court will shortly hear Israel's response to South Africa's allegations that it's committing genocide in the Gaza Strip. It's the second and final day of hearings at the International Court of Justice. From Jerusalem, here's Yolan Nell.
Israel's already rejected genocide claims made at the UN court as hypocrisy and lies. Its legal team will argue that Gaza's civilians have been put in harm's way because Hamas located its fighters, weapons and tunnels close to them. Israel also says it's warned people to leave the most intense combat zones. Last night, Palestinian medics said that 9 people were killed in an Israeli bombing of a house in Rafah, which is crowded with displaced people. The UN's also expressed concern that residents of the Central Strip are being told to move to Deir al-Balah, while the city is still being targeted by airstrikes. For the past day, winter storms have battered Gaza, where many now live in flimsy tents.
This is the World News from the BBC. The US says it will send law enforcement personnel to Ecuador to help President Daniel Noboa's fight against gangs, which has triggered waves of deadly violence. The State Department says a top US military officer will head a team to assist in criminal investigations and assess how to counter the threat posed by international criminal organizations. The eldest son of the Colombian president, Gustavo Petro, has been indicted on charges of money laundering involving funds from a drug lord. Some of the money given to Nicolas Petro allegedly went to his father's 2022 election campaign. Warren Bull reports.
Colombian prosecutors say Nicolas Petro accepted more than $100,000 from a man serving a prison sentence in the United States for cocaine trafficking. They say most of the money financed Nicolas Petro's lavish lifestyle, while some, they claim, was used in his father's presidential election campaign. Gustavo Petro's supporters believe opponents are manipulating the case against his son to try to damage him and derail his ambition to transform the country into a more equal society. He's denied receiving any money illegally and said his son must accept whatever outcome the court decides.
Scientists in Britain have discovered a ring-shaped cosmic megastructure which they say challenges our understanding of the universe. The researchers say the gargantuan structure, which is 9 billion light-years away, has a diameter of roughly 4 billion light-years and is made up of galaxies. Seen from Earth, the Big Ring, as it's been called, is 15 times the size of the Moon. Scientists have recorded the oldest known evidence of fossilized reptile skin. The tiny sample was taken from a quarry in the US state of Oklahoma. Scientists say the sample, which is no bigger than a fingernail, belongs to an early species of reptile that lived hundreds of millions of years ago in the Paleozoic era. That's the latest world news from the BBC.
Thank you for that news and welcome to Newsday here on the BBC World Service with James Copnell in Abidjan in Côte d'Ivoire and Victoria Wonghunda in London. This next half hour will take...
should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally.
Hi, my name is Stephen Appiah, the team coordinator of the Black Stars. I always like to keep hydrated naturally, every day, any day. S Natural Mineral Water does the trick.
Manufactured with the primary aim of preserving nature's finest minerals necessary for a healthy mind and body. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advertisement is vetted and approved by the FDA.
Introducing Series Nectar, the essence of deliciousness. Series Nectar comes in 5 irresistible flavors. Multi-fruit fusion for a burst of deliciousness. Tropical blast for a taste of the exotic. Caribbean crush to whisk you away to sandy shores. Mango orange twist for a tropical twist, or the refreshing orange. Get your Series Nectar today in most supermarkets and wholesale outlets. This advert is FDA approved.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Look at me, God MC. M Diggity. I'm an expensive guy, you on cheap side. Can't strong on me with a weak vibe. If I decide to let the beat ride, it's a major move to over the minor dudes. Every day some hate said the right love song. It ain't funny, me the irony is quite strong. I'm in a dark place, right to keep the lights on. With blind ambition, set my sights on greatness. Ramadan, make fast, no time for lateness. Young Cassius, I am the greatest. Mr. Always the top. You're too short to be telling tall tales.
Look at me, yeah my boy, yeah Kuma. What you see, yeah gonna go, you go see. Coffee, 100%. Look at me, yeah my boy, yeah Kuma. What you see, yeah gonna go, you go see. Coffee, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, I put my chest out, tell the rest that manifest the best out. No kidding, quiet for a while I was in my kitchen, till I was smitten by another bad rhythm. Do I got fully loaded clips, Lord willing? Give me a mic and I might rob givens. Even though I'm grounded, I have no ceilings. About to have the whole world tripping. You the beef with, nah, I'm chilling. Certified villain, milk D top billing. What can I say? Kingpin on my Vimton. Yeah, keep it rolling on these Michelins.
Look at me, yeah my boy, yeah Kuma. What you see, yeah gonna go, you go see. Yeah my boy, yeah Kuma. What you see, yeah gonna go, you go see.
Time.
When I be the 50 girl when you want, now 16. Wait to be your own area, but I don't fuck up. I know they cheap, so most sweet off. If they hear me, or that boss goes off. Get the me, I be innocent. Measure me chase, me biscuit hipster, I'm aware. But I show me bad, me chest. When you get ready for no say, I be 16 years, I gotta be like you so. If you touch my teen, I go tell on me. I be 16 years, oh yeah, oh yeah,
DJ Bredash passing through.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my word.
I thought those were prior selections by Jojo. I thought Jojo did this thing before, yeah. I mean, but yeah.
The
answer is no. He's still working his way up the ranks.
Yeah, the difference between a professional and amateur. Yeah. Obviously, what we are experiencing is amateur doom. So, professionals.
Come on. Is that why it didn't come with a timetable?
No, but you see, guys, there's one thing happening, and we joke about it. The fact that gradually people are beginning to give up on the country.
Yeah.
They're giving up on the country, and so everything that happens today, they say, oh, it's okay. Ghana, oh, it's okay. But you see, the moment people begin to give up, you don't know what they will do next.
I was on the phone with a friend, right? Kojoso, when their power also went off, and they had a problem with the gen said, do you know the option available? Take your young child who's dreading the doomsday period and the heat into the car, put on the air conditioning so that they can relax in the car and perhaps sleep. They carry them back into the house and go and make them sleep. So for the entire period, the child is still struggling to survive in the car. Your engine is on.
Yeah.
You are waiting for that to happen. Why are we subjecting our own to this kind of torture? Which state of mind do we want our people to show up the next day at work with? How do we want them prepared, relaxed, and coming back to contribute to the development of this country? We have given you mandates. We have given you a role. It's public service. The expectation is not that you share money every day to us, even though you share to some other people. The expectation is that you do the things that will make all of us feel slightly better, improve the quality of our lives small. But even that, the basics you don't want to do. Every day, you're talking about highfalutin things, but the basics, the small things, power to run our basic lives, to run our homes. No, we are not talking about even big time industries.
No.
We have to run our homes, small things. You cannot deliver. So what else do you want us to do again? Look, every day you have a new tax. You have a new attempt to take money from the people.
Look, we're paying more for insurance, even though we don't have charging ports. We're being compelled to buy electric vehicles, and today, because we're not using electric vehicles, we have to pay more because we use petrol and diesel vehicles in this country.
We are being compelled to buy electric vehicles when we don't have electric vehicles to buy.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point. And we don't put anything in place. And all of a sudden, because we need money, we're pretending we are concerned about the environment. For me,
a country that's actively destroying its environment in every part of the country, and it's happening broad daylight. We report it, they don't care. You are now pretending that emissions are your biggest problem.
My fear today is that, and I've said it before, someday, if care is not taken, when the people rise against authority, all of us, none of us will be safe. For those of us who sit here, they'll remind us that you didn't speak enough. You did not trumpet our concerns enough.
They won't even know the difference between those who spoke and those who didn't.
And that is why I consistently
and I have chronicled atrocities committed during unconstitutional government period. Kojo, bystanders, nobody cares. People who have absolutely no business with what's happening with the state and everything. Victims, you will be shocked.
People were killed just for ethnic balance.
Yes, we do not want to get to these states. We expect the people who know our history to be mindful and to be thinking right. Stop pushing the people. There's a limit to what they can endure. But every time we do one thing or the other, as if we are not mindful of the state we are in.
Can I also say,
and these are people who beg for power anyway.
Precisely. Can I also say that it surprises me how little we've heard from the minority, the opposition, on these new taxes, the new tax on electricity? Or do they not think that this is going to be burdensome on Ghanaians? I mean, they are quick to talk about everything. They are quick to jump in on everything. We're hearing them on all manner of things. But not this. So, I mean, are we to assume that they agree with the imposition of this tax? Because look, there's no bigger mark of failure than the fact that in spite of how hard you know it is for your citizens, you feel you have no choice but to tax them more. From taxation to production. We will never leave the taxation. When will we get to the production? Anyway, look, all of us are, we are affected by this. That's why we talk about it. Stay with us. Coming up in just a moment, of course, we'll remind you what we're doing today, including the completion of our reshuffle. And then Cheddar passes through to tell us why he wants to be president. Stay tuned for that and more.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the super morning show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, 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 joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the super morning show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show. And are you ready for a colorful festive season? Well, it's time to do more with less. It's time to do more for less with Coral Paints. Choose from up to 35 vivid colors of their premium quality GLX acrylic PVA and Coral Artist at unbeatable prices. Purchase a bucket of acrylic PVA for only 749 Ghana cedis and Coral Artist for 927 Ghana cedis. Livening up your season, and do not miss out. This promotion is valid at all Coral Paint stores and authorized distributors nationwide.
All right. Now, the wait is over. It's the clash of the Titans, the Total Energies CAF African Cup of Nations. Cote d'Ivoire 2023 is here.
Good job.
What?
CAF African Cup of Nations.
Yeah. Yes, I didn't know what it was about until I saw African Cup of Nations coming afterwards. And I went back and corrected myself. Without your help. Please.
Proceed. That is your defense is too much. Go ahead. You go explain tire.
Anyway, CAF 2023 is here, and as part of this year's competition, all Total Energies service stations will go into 100% football mode. So drive to selected service stations and kickstart the year with lots of amazing giveaways. This is their way of supporting the gallant Black Stars to start Sunday 14th January. When, of course, you buy fuel or lubricants from selected Total Energy service stations on Ghana match days, you instantly win amazing branded souvenirs. Let's celebrate the passion of football together and win lots of gifts during this 2023 Total Energies African Cup of Nations. Remember, the promo is valid while stock lasts. Visit their social media pages, Total Energies GH, for more information. Terms and conditions apply. #football together.
Now, the Office of the Registrar of Companies has introduced premium services in response to clients' requests. For fast-track services, the Prestige Center offers a bouquet of services, including registration of business names. It's sole proprietorships. That's what people like anyway. And companies, professional bodies, updating of businesses from the historical database dubbed registration, filing of annual returns, renewal of businesses, with the delivery of certificates and profiles in 24 hours. One day we should get the Office of Registrar or a very competent company law person to take us through what these ones, the differences.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, we should get it right.
Sure.
Yeah. And how that helps with people's tax arrangements. We should get it right. You didn't say that sure again.
No problem.
Okay, so when you get all of these things done, you will get your profiles in less than 24 hours. Come and experience a premium class service. Visit the ORLC office located at the Registrar General's Department, Accra. Call us on the hotline 0302 666 081 or 0302 664791 for further information. You can also WhatsApp or Telegram us on 055 765 3130. Join us on our social media handles at ORLC Ghana. ORLC, a trusted partner for business. business.
I'll be there on Monday. But Yafini. Enterprise Insurance, leader in general insurance since 1924, celebrates 100 years with the Yafini Motor Insurance promotion. One lucky winner will drive off in a brand new Nissan Kicks SUV. First and second runner-ups will jet off to Dubai. All expense paid. To win, purchase or renew your vehicle insurance with Enterprise between January and June 2024. Monthly raffles offer you lovely laptops, TVs, microwaves, fridges, and more. And also win instant free fuel coupons and gifts. Visit any Enterprise Insurance branch or call your broker or agent. Call us directly on 0302 634 777. Experience the time-tested and truly trusted 100 years legacy of Ghana's oldest insurer. Terms and conditions apply. Enterprise Insurance, your advantage.
Now, don't forget that KingdomStoreOnline.com has all of the best quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture for you. Go to Kingdom Store Online, where you can pay via Momo across all networks for whatever you buy. And of course, they will deliver to your home or office in good time. If you live in Accra or Tema, you get free delivery as well. And terms and conditions do apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Now, Fidelity Bank is excited to announce the call for applications of the Fidelity Young Entrepreneurs Fund once more. As you are an entrepreneur between the ages of 18 to 40, and if you're a woman, you can actually do it up to age 45 and have been operating a profitable business for up to 1 or 2 years in any of the sectors. And these are the sectors: agriculture, small scale and light manufacturing, technology related business, creative arts, fashion, millinery, and also bead making, and green business, waste recycling and renewable energy. That's green business. Seize this opportunity and access up to 200,000 cedis at an interest rate of 10% with no tangible collateral. Apply now at fyi.fidelitybank.com.gh. For further details, reach out to us at 053-101-2935 or 059-4111-207. or via email at sustainablefinance@myfidelitybank.net. Applications are open until the end of the year, but they are still open as we speak. Terms and conditions do apply. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
And the second edition of the highly anticipated Africa Prosperity Dialogue is just 13 days away. Africa Prosperity Dialogue 2024 is the event at which Africa's political and business leaders meet to take actionable and bankable decisions towards building an African single market. The Africa Prosperity Dialogues will take place from the 25th to the 27th of January 2024 at the Pediako Presidential Lodge, Ebri Hills, in the Eastern region, in the presence of several African heads of state and top business leaders. 10 exceptional Africans and global Africans will receive the prestigious Africa Prosperity Champions Award for their contribution to Africa and global Africa's prosperity at the Presidential Gala Dinner on the 26th of January at the Kempinski Hotel in Accra. To register, go to events.africaprosperitynetwork.com or reach the Africa Prosperity Network Secretariat at protocol@africaprosperity.network or by telephone 053-616-75654 or that's for those of you who want to communicate in English, and in French 0536098325. That's in French. I think I should have read it in French for more information.
Tu parles français?
Ouais, je parle français.
Kojo?
Oui. Just speaking French.
Institutional young ones listening, don't learn that. Institutional partners are the Africa Continental
Free Trade.
Very
concerned that somebody will mistake this for French.
Secretariat, UNDP Africa, African Development Bank, Africa Export Import Bank, Afrexim Bank, United Nations Economic Forum for Africa, Africa Business Council, African American Institute, Arab Bank for Economic Development in Africa, Africa Soft Power, Ghana Investment Promotion Center, and Oxford Business Group. Africa Prosperity Dialogues 2024, delivering prosperity in Africa, produce, add value, trade.
All right, well, listen, before we go any further, let me remind you that if you are looking for customers for your products and services throughout Africa in 2024. If you have any key issues that can make your business succeed or fail in 2024, if you're aware of the major threats to your business in Africa in 2024, then don't be caught off guard. Join attendees from all over Africa and the rest of the world at Crystal Ball Africa 2024 to get the most insights while networking. The theme is One Continent, One Market, Growing Businesses Beyond Borders. It's happening on the 18th of January 2024 from 9 a.m. at Labadi Beach Hotel in Accra. Register now at crystalballafrica.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Media partners are Joy FM, Joy News, Joy Prime, and Joy Business.
Now start the new year with easy and secure movement with SG Ghana. Get insured and receive free fuel for your car. Buy or renew your Sound Drive insurance with SG Ghana from now till the very last day of March this year and get free fuel for up to 500 cedis for your trips. It's time to hit the road with reliable insurance and free fuel too. Visit any SG Ghana brand today and get the cover you need for your car, plus free fuel to take you places. Terms and conditions apply. SG Ghana, the future is you.
All right, time now for the nutrition line from Nestle, and of course they offer good food for a good life.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all-in-one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. Milo. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Hello, good morning. A new day is here with new opportunity and plenty of blessings to enjoy. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajilisoa. I hope you're well and enjoying 2023 so far. Facing life with confidence and swag and a smile. Today on Nestle Nutrition Line, we're discussing another weight loss tip. And this time, it's water. Drink a glass or two of water just before your meals. The main rationale behind this tip is satisfaction or satiety cues come from the stomach, and once you feel full, you stop eating. The problem is that there is a delay between when the food enters your mouth to when it gets to your stomach to trigger this satiety signal. When you drink water just before meal times, the water gets to your stomach and occupies some space, so that by eating far less than usual, your stomach feels full and sends out the satiety signal. This leads to you eating less food and calories and shifting the energy balance towards weight loss. Another benefit of water before meals is that water has 0 calories, and so by drinking water instead of a sugary beverage, for example, you save calories which help in the weight loss journey. Apart from weight loss, drinking water will help improve the tone of your skin, prevent or reduce headaches, and relieve constipation. Give it a try by drinking water before each mealtime. I'd like to thank you for joining us this and every weekday morning. Where would we be without you? Do please reach out. Let's keep the conversations going, all in the name of total health and wellness. So call a number today or send an email, whichever you prefer. Let's keep talking. 0302 517 020 or 0302 211 880. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 12 0001. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. To send a WhatsApp, SMS, or call between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. 0593 845697, 0593 845649, or 0593 845708. Alternatively, you can send an email to consumerservices@gh.nestle.com. I wish you a beautiful day. I want you to smile brightly and chase your dreams with fresh new energy. Go out and do something incredibly, remarkably unique with your day. Bye.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all in one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
Imagine strutting into the most anticipated wedding of the year. Only to see 7 other girls wearing your exact same outfit.
You are special and one of a kind, and that's why whether it's voice, data or SMS, you get to enjoy personalized offers tailored to your specific needs with MTN just for you. Dial *141# or select your options on the My MTN app to redeem your unique just for you package on Ghana's best mobile network. MTN.
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide, high credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis, and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100, or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Wake up, have a great day, yeah, with nourishing cowbell premium milk and cowbell Vita Rich, nourishment for you. There's a cowbell milk for you, for you, for you. Cowbell Vita Rich and cowbell premium.
Introducing the new Cowbell Premium Milk, high in protein, and the new Cowbell Vita Rich, enriched with vitamin B9, both so creamy. Now there's a cowbell for you.
Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hello, Ghana. I've got great news for you. After 26 years of academic excellence globally, Botho University is now in Ghana, offering degree programs in health information management, cybersecurity and risk management, software engineering, network security, and computer forensics. Admissions are ongoing for January 2024 with up to 50% scholarship for the first 150 students. We offer flexible payment terms, internship opportunities, and experiential exchange programs with our sister campuses. Pick up your admission form today at our East Legon campus near ANC Mall, or call 0302 523 782 or WhatsApp 020 990 4714 for more information. Botho University, vibrance, innovation, impact.
All right, well, birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone Papa Pefie.
This one is a 90th birthday celebration.
Oh, okay.
So from my very good friend, Francisca Solikem Asalu, who says, I wish, and listen to this carefully, I wish my father and grandfather, Mr. Victor Kofi Bonwedi of Abo, an awesome 90th birthday. And thank you for how far he has brought the family from your granddaughter, Francisca Selikem. A salute to you. And I've got a few here. It says, happy birthday to Justice Ebo Selby of Absa Bank, head office in the finance department. God bless your new year. From the Finlex team. And this one says, please wish a belated happy birthday to Miss Selassie Ayima, who lives in the United Kingdom, from your cousin lawyer Beatrice Jasmine Kotuku. I wish you a fantastic birthday. Love you.
Now, this also a belated happy birthday to Emmanuel Ofori Dako of Absa Bank head office in the finance department from the Finlex team. Yeah.
All right, I've got a couple here. This one is a special birthday wish to Justice Ebo Selby.
Done?
Oh, you've done that one. Okay.
Yeah.
This one says, happy birthday to Mr. Ernest Biderme, a.k.a. Dr. Think Twice, CEO of Think Twice Africa Consult. He's a campaigner against unnecessary societal pressure. Yes, he's 55 years old today. It's from his friends. And this is special. Happy birthday to Zeno. Zeno is a nurse in Somenya, and her birthday was actually yesterday. So this is a belated birthday wish to you, Zeno. Hope you had a wonderful day yesterday.
A happy birthday to Dr. David Sunu. Today is his birthday. You know Dr. David Sunu, right?
Yes, Dr. David Sunu.
Yes. You want to say what they call the Funka Games? No.
He was my mate in secondary in Mount School.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Oh,
okay. Very smart.
Yeah, very smart.
That Funka Games, no. He's concentrating on his medical practice.
No, I'm not saying nicest. He has always been a serious doctor, but now he's a full-time doctor.
Oh,
anyway.
Dr. Sunu.
Yes.
Oh, David, I didn't know today was his birthday.
If I do party, Dr. Sunu.
All right, the Joy Sports Center is brought to you by
MTN. Everywhere you go.
Standard Chartered Bank,
here for good.
DSTV,
it's your moment.
And Cowbell,
a creamy goodness.
So it's that time of the year when you don't have a lot of money around this time. Money no day, but you still have lots of responsibilities. Well, it's time you got yourself the Standard Chartered Visa credit card. You could get and spend up to 100,000 Ghana cedis free of charge with an offer to pay back in 50 days without paying any interest charges. Now, that's a jolly good idea, isn't it? I know. The Standard Chartered debit card is your plug to hefty discounts this holiday season. You could get up to 20% discount when you swipe at selected merchant points and partners. And let me not fail to add that while you enjoy all these, you could also win a trip to tour selected cities across Europe. So don't let money stop you from doing the lovely things you want to do. It's time to settle bills and not battle them. Make merry with Standard Chartered's Visa, debit, and credit cards. This could be your best season. So, Chairman, Boss Lady, wait no more. Call toll-free 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100. Reach us via email on feedback.ghana@se.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
You know, one of the best times to get Momo is on a Friday morning.
I tell you.
Right, of course. But you know that MTN Momo.
Have you ever sent a Momo at that time?
Yeah, Friday morning. The sending is painful. It's the receiving that's important.
Do it right
now. Yes. I'll send to the masses. Why? I don't send to Benz driving people. Now, did you know that MTN Momo now has an app? Yes, MTN Momo has a brand new app specially designed to make your Momo experience easier, convenient, and also faster. Just download the Momo app on Play Store or App Store on your smartphone and look out for the blue and yellow icon. It's that simple. Momo app allows you to view your statements, pay bills, and so much more. Use the app for your Momo transactions and enjoy a 100% bonus when you recharge using the Momo app. So go on, download the Momo app now and start transacting with a flex at no data cost. Just Momo it everywhere you go.
All right, thank you very much, Raymond.
My friend,
get out of here. It's time for to bring you Sports Center here on 99.7 Joe FM. My name is Fentio Tahiru Fentio, and after a 2-year delay, the Africa Cup of Nations is finally here. After a 2-year delay, the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations is finally Now, just a few hours away, the host nation Cote d'Ivoire set to take on Guinea-Bissau in the opening game on Saturday evening. The streets of Abidjan are buzzing with AFCON fever, with many of the teams having already arrived in the West African nation. Ivorians are excited about the prospects of the AFCON being held in their country the first time in 40 years that the competition is being held in Cote d'Ivoire. And many young Ivorians can't wait for it to get started.
I think that the organization is well, because since long now we see the president and all his government working hard to make better Ivory Coast for those who will come here. And I think also that our team will win this cup because we believe in them.
The African Cup of Nations will be very interesting because it will take place in Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire, as you know, is a country of joy, a country of hospitality. So Ivorians are ready to welcome Africa, the whole African, and we'll spend good time with them. I think it will be very interesting. So please come join us, even if you don't have money, but join us.
Talking about the African Cup of Nations, I can say this is a great opportunity for us, for all of us, all the Ivorian first, and everybody after, because they'll be coming here in Ivory Coast in order to celebrate that together. So everybody should have like his jersey, and I myself I want to see like everybody wearing the jersey of Ivory Coast or other countries, and we can even go at school with the jersey so that we can feel the moment. We can know that we are all celebrating that.
Those are some
we make it
Ivorian
vibrant.
fans there speaking, of course, about the Africa Cup of Nations. Now, the Black Stars, they held their second training session yesterday in Abidjan ahead of their AFCON Group B opening game on Sunday against Cape Verde. The team then met Ghana's ambassador to Cote d'Ivoire, Frederick Laye, at their hotel. Laye officially welcomed the Black Stars to their neighboring country and urged them to end Ghana's 42-year wait for an AFCON title.
I'm sure that you are physically, mentally, and morally prepared to play. Not only to play, but to win. Because from what I heard, it's over 40 years plus since we last won. And this is the time when we should win, to show that Ghana is back. I can see because when I said Bon Appetit, they answered in French, which means that they have already acquired, that is French dissing. So I hope that you're going to perform well. And then, just like when Gilotiza crossed the Rubicon, he said, I came, I saw, I conquered. I want it to be said that you came, you played well, and you won. Okay? So we look forward to Ghana celebrating, your victory.
That's Frederick Laye, Ghana's ambassador to Cote d'Ivoire. Now, the president of the Ghana Football Association, Ket Okreku, he assured the ambassador that the Black Stars will put in maximum effort to succeed at the AFCON.
This glory has been evasive for 40 plus years, but we are very much committed towards the cause. They will give off 1,000,000% on the pitch. And hopefully the Almighty God will bless their big efforts in this enterprise and bring us the joy and love we all been looking for. So on behalf of the team, the captain, the leadership, the head coach, and everybody, we thank you for coming through. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you at all the games beginning Sunday till we leave the trophy on the last day of the tournament. Thank you.
That's Keto Kweku there, who also says that this AFCON offers the team an opportunity to right the wrongs of the last one where they got kicked out in the group stages.
2 years ago, we were in Cameroon. Unfortunately, we couldn't right the wrongs. But fortunately, months down the line, the Almighty God has given us the opportunity to go back again to rewrite the wrongs. Months of battles to end qualification to the AFCON, months of preparing for this new opportunity, months that enabled all of us to come together to prepare for yet another opportunity has finally brought us here.
That's Keto Kreku, the GFA president. Meanwhile, the Black Stars captain, Andre Ayew, he believes the AFCON is harder to play in than the AFCON.
With some of us being here, some of the boys, my vice, Jordan, Ofori, we know that this tournament is even harder than the World Cup. We know that it's the hardest tournament for me in the world when it comes to fighting, determination, energy. So the only way we can do this is by being together and be united. And for that, Your Excellency, I can assure you that we are united.
Andre, he says the AFCON is harder than the World Cup. Not the AFCON is harder than the AFCON. But let's move it on. There's a seemingly lack of creativity in the Black Stars games in recent history, with midfielders always struggling to get the balls to the attackers. The former Ghana international Felix Abuaji, he believes Asante Kotoko's Richmond Lamptey is capable of solving this problem.
I've watched the Black Stars matches for so many times, like 6-4 matches. Services to the strikers are limited, and when you do that, the strikers cannot score. So I'm not wondering that the Black Stars are not banging the goals, even against Namibia. So when you give Lamptey that opportunity, he's going to spread the ball out. He's going to join attack and make goals for Naki Williams and all the strikers to score. So when the coach can give him the support, the confidence, and start him, I know Richmond Lamptey is going to excel for us.
That's Felix Abuaji there. Elsewhere, Gambia have finally landed in Cote d'Ivoire after a tumultuous week of preparations, which saw the team return to Banjul only 9 minutes after their initial flight to Abidjan took off on Wednesday evening. The flight experienced cabin decompression, forcing the pilot to turn around the plane and make an emergency landing. The team then spent the night in Gambia before finally flying on a different plane to Cote d'Ivoire yesterday. The Scorpions head coach is Tom Seinfeld, and he says some people could have died on the flight if the plane lasted any longer than the 9 minutes in the air.
We saw people falling asleep around us. I even fell softly asleep. I'm not a sleeper. I'm a active person this afternoon. And people were falling in deep sleeps. And then it seemed that there was no oxygen in the plane. And the pilot, after 9 minutes, decided to return to Banjul because there was no oxygen. The oxygen mask didn't drop out.
Very scary stuff. But Gambia safely in Cote d'Ivoire now. Their first game of the tournament is on Tuesday against defending champions Senegal. Now, South Africa, they've had a relatively quiet preparation for this tournament. The Bafana have not won the competition since doing it on home soil back in 1996, suffering group stage exits in 4 of their next 9 appearances after that. This time around, they find themselves in a difficult group alongside Tunisia, Mali and Namibia. But South African journalist Kuliso Nimarimela told Joy Sports anything other than progressing from the group would be considered a big failure.
Look, I expect them to get out of the group. To be honest with you, if they get out of the group, look, after that, everything now becomes a coin toss. It's knockout football. Yeah. We the last time, I think it was in Egypt, we beat Egypt and went through to the quarterfinals. So if they could be able to get out of that group, I think anything can happen from that. What I expect from them will be for them to get out of the group. Anything less than that will be a failure.
That's South African journalist Kuliso Nimarimela. Elsewhere in AFCON news, Nigeria's Umar Sadiq has been ruled out of the competition after he sustained a knee injury during a warm-up game against Guinea in Dubai. He's the second Nigerian striker to be ruled out of the tournament after Victor Boniface also withdrew. With Sadiq's withdrawal now, it means Nigeria only have Victor Osimhen as their recognized striker ahead of their opening game against Equatorial Guinea on Sunday. Away from the Black Stars and the AFCON stories, the U20 women's national team, the Black Princesses, are looking to secure a 7th successive qualification to the U20 Women's World Cup in Colombia next year. And they will play away to Senegal tomorrow in the first leg of their final run of qualifying. The head coach of the team is Yusuf Bazigi. He says his team will not underrate the Senegalese.
Honestly, we are not looking back because we know what it takes to qualify for the World Cup. And for that matter, we don't need to take it lightly at all because Senegal too are not a bad side, so we don't need to underrate them. Fortunately, 2 of the foreign-based players were with us during the WAFU tournament in Kumasi, so they are not new to our team tactics. And I think that as professionals as they are, when they come, whatever strategy they want to map up, they'll be very fast or quick to pick it up. And I think it will not be a problem.
That's Yusuf Bazigi there. Just before we go, Chelsea versus Fulham is on Sunday in the Premier League. Newcastle then face Man City, and Man United take on Tottenham Hotspur on Sunday as well. That Chelsea-Fulham game is on Saturday, I beg your pardon. Yesterday, Barcelona, they beat Osasuna 2-0 to set up a Spanish Super Cup final on Sunday with Real Madrid. And England winger Jadon Sancho has rejoined Borussia Dortmund on loan for the rest of the 2023-24 season from Manchester United. That's all the sports this morning on the Joy Sports Center. There's more sports on our website, myjoyonline.com/sports. My name is Fentio, Tahiru Fentio. Back to you, Winston.
Thank you very much, Fentio, Tahiru Fentio, for joining us with the latest in the world of sports. Now time for the Joy Business Minute, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts. The Association of Ghana Industries is predicting low sales in the first quarter of this year due to the numerous taxes being implemented by government. AGI is concerned the increase in taxes will affect the purchasing power of consumers. Business strategist and lawyer David Ofosudote is warning that current tax levels and high interest rates could collapse some enterprises and hurt the economy. The African Center for Retirement Research has described the 15% increase in monthly payment for pensioners as woefully inadequate. According to the center, pensioners lost purchasing power of 42% in 2023, and this would affect living conditions. And oil prices have risen after Iran seized a tanker off the coast of Oman, raising concerns fuel prices could increase. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts.
All right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And let's get interactive this morning. Of course, this morning we'll continue with the assessment of ministers. And also we'll be having a conversation with Nana Kwame Bediako of the New Force, who wants to be President of the Republic of Ghana. He'll be telling us more about his vision and why you should vote for him as President. Social media messages on the Super Morning Show brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. I know every day people face different emergencies, police emergency, fire emergency, medical emergency, you name them. But many Ghanaians don't know the emergency numbers. Well, here's one you would always want to remember. Yes, star 770 hash is the new EcoBank Money emergency number, and star 770 hash gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility payments, airtime and data purchases, and so much more even without data. So there's no need to panic when you find yourself in any money emergency. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Just dial star 770 hash now for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. And on Big Stories this morning, I already told you we'll be joined by Nana Kwame Bediako, popularly known as Cheddar. Well, he wants to be President of the Republic of Ghana. Big Stories brought to us by Vodafone, Further Together, and latest Foam, your partner for life. So this is amazing news. Vodafone Cash Special Bundles just got sweeter with a new Vodafone Cash Special Voice offer. With only 5 Ghana cedis, you get 20 minutes of talk time, valid for 7 days to all networks. Make calls to all networks all week long at the best value on Vodafone Cash Special Voice offer. Talk for 200 minutes with just 5 Ghana cedis. Only available on Vodafone Cash. Dial star 110 hash to purchase your bundle or visit my Vodafone app to make your purchase. Connect with your loved ones with the Vodafone Cash Special Bundle Vodafone. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
Brother Bernard.
Oh, yes.
Onya, this morning, the hunger won't finish me. I beg. If we go buy go beg. This time, I want make she add small salad. Really? Small talia. Then soft Coco, specially made for me. Bear, you know how I like customize my choice.
Because of what? You think say you buy Vodafone made for me bundle offers? Star 530 hash be the code to get the best value offers made just for you. With 1 Ghana cedi safe, you fit do some.
Hey, brother Bernard, so you know Vodafone made for me bundles where you they hide them from me, eh?
Oh, just dial star 530 hash. Vodafone made for me bundle offers go make you feel on top. Vodafone made for me Sheda cook some unbeatable bundle offers give you from voice data or voice plus data. I mean just for you. Make you just dial star 530 hash and subscribe to the Vodafone made for me bundle offers, or make you download the My Vodafone app today. No.
Vodafone, further together.
Blessing, do you know of any good medical school I can take Kofi to?
Oh, Fifi, is that why you're looking all moody? Then I have some good news for you. The College of Medicine and Allied Sciences, COMAS, Accra, Ghana, is a degree-awarding institution, and they offer Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery using the Graduate Entry Medical Programs, Bachelor of Diagnostic Imaging, and BSc Health Information Management. All these programs are accredited by GTEC. Their bilingual curriculum prepares you to consult in French.
But I'm worried about admissions.
Admissions are ongoing. Contact us on Facebook or on Instagram at info.comas, or call us on 0208-456-556, or send them an email info@comas.edu.gh. COMAS, the citadel of a holistic professional medical education.
EcoBank Mobile to make me say, EcoBank Mobile to make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah, download it. You gon' enjoy it. In my Brahmin chain. In my Brahmin chain. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know, it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
Introducing Series Nectar, the essence of deliciousness. Series Nectar comes in 5 irresistible flavors: multi-fruit fusion for a burst of deliciousness, tropical blast for a taste of the exotic, Caribbean crush to whisk you away to sandy shores, mango orange twist for a tropical twist, or the refreshing orange. Get your Series Nectar today in most supermarkets and wholesale outlets. This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, Cashman.
Yeah.
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls?
My generator is spoiled too. So I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Oh, is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah.
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every faulty generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra.
Oh, how?
Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomric Hotel. And that's why Nana is calling us.
Okay.
Yes. If you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534 or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after sales service.
Then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go.
Gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything?
Anointed, the generator experts.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you.
coffee in your cup, and joy on the set, the Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
R2B, yeah. Yes, you know. Them say life is sweeter than, but you for take it easy and make you know the rush and blow your meter on. Just get your hustle on, then be fly you day for land. Use your head and use your hand. Don't you envy brother man? After all we all be one. No hey, don't keep doing what you doing and don't watch nobody. Now who you for listen to? Baba God, mankind go give you story, but in the end they go leave you lonely. So make your own story, yeah. Wallah, baby I'm a duru no bankoma. I keep moving on, I'm a soldier. I never lose the title, I'm a holder, yeah. Wallah, baby I'm a duru no bankoma. I keep moving on, I'm a soldier. I never lose the title, I'm a holder, yeah.
Winners don't quit, cause quitters don't win. God forgive us, save us from sin. Bless us with success and a couple of things, and protect us who well know the trouble it brings. Words won't break us, words will make us. Words will take us with some fear haters. Yeah, cause we got game like the Lakers. I spit raw naked. I think life is like the video and whiskey. While from the ghetto, the for a rich kid.
DJ Jojo.
He says the name is DJ Maba.
DJ Maba.
You
people.
No, but that's how he wants to be called.
Terrible DJ career.
And
people are going to use names to destroy people's careers.
Oh no, but for you,
DJ Maba.
You know, when you competed in the Embassy Dance Championship, organized by Media Whiz Kids in those days, best dance champion. That was in the early 90s. You were in which form? Because you were a young boy. The reason your father came with the king. And you know the name that you know the name they gave him.
Which one is that?
Barracuda.
Oh, I see.
Contestant number 15.
Oh wow!
He was getting ready to go and dance. Barracuda. so you know,
Mayman was climbing to go on stage. He cannot use coughing to stop the conversation.
No. You know, in those days, when they get ready, when they're going to dance, when they mention your name, then you come with some style. You do one catch. The initial catch. So either you do moonwalk or you do Michael Jackson Smooth Criminal. So
none of this is
so true. You know, what I was told is that Kojo would have started with Smooth Criminal.
Based on rehearsals.
He had done all the rehearsals, so he had gloves. He had gloves with some sunshine, yellow sunshine, golden sunshine, and so shall we welcome contestant number 15, Barracuda. While he was preparing backstage, the very good old professor
yes,
had the king.
Yeah.
Kojo, what Ghanaians want to know? No, hold on. Don't use coughing to.
Yeah, we'll still continue with this.
No, don't use coughing to spoil the thing. Now, what Ghanaians want to know: were you a dancer when you were in secondary school?
That's not what Ghanaians.
Please, you answer that question. I'm building my case.
Yeah, but
as for somebody who asks questions, you have a very strong.
Yes or no? Were you a dancer when you were at St. Augustine's College?
I want you to observe which questions he will ask, and more importantly, the ones he will not ask.
Kojo,
after he has told you this story.
Kojo, were you a dancer at St. Augustine's College?
I was.
Did you represent St. Augustine's College in dancing competitions?
I did.
Did your father chase you with the cane while you were in school?
He attempted to.
Did he chase you with the cane?
Yes, he did.
That's all.
You see? You see where he has stopped? Nothing about embassy pleasure. There's no double in there. There's no barracuda. There's none of that.
Kojo, you can't select your facts.
What do you mean? He is selecting his facts.
No. I'm deciding this matter in a very competent manner.
If you decide this matter, then the case die finish. Please.
All the essential facts have been adduced and confirmed by your very good self.
Absolutely not.
It's okay. So we all have the facts. You can choose to raise.
But the fact that I danced in school is not a mystery.
Yes,
that one is
no.
You can't then build an entire legend on top of that, which is not true.
No, what I am saying, you see, I've asked very important questions.
Yes.
And you have answered.
All in the affirmative.
All in the affirmative.
Yes, but
I asked you whether you
more important questions that you didn't ask.
No. I am building my case.
Yes.
And I have built my case.
He's actually,
haven't built my case.
You have finished building your case. Let me also defend myself.
Relax.
The good people of Ghana.
The good people of Ghana.
Where is the
recognized
spirit of natural justice?
I am sure that those who were at St. Augustine's College with you between 1989 to 1996, they know your dancing powers, how you represented them very well, and how they convinced you that you could be a national dance champion.
Nobody convinced me of that.
Having represented St. Augustine's College.
Yes, on several occasions and delivered splendid performance.
Exactly.
This is
the feeling, the belief at the time was that if you went to the Embassy Club Pleasure dance competition, sporting, yellow sunshine or golden sunshine with gloves.
Yes.
Get ready to dance to Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal.
Funny.
With the name Barracuda. Contestant number 15.
Why would I call myself Barracuda? Why from that name?
I don't know. Because you see,
we are not in your decision making.
Your father named you Jehoshaphat.
He did not. Please.
Kojo, is your sister called Jenny?
You see the question you're asking me.
No.
What's that got to do with my name?
Is your sister called Jenny?
She is.
A man who can name the daughter Jenny can name the son Jehoshaphat. It's simple.
Is your younger sister called Jean? Is it Jean, right?
Yes, Jean.
What? I mean, this name starts with what? Tell me, they start with what?
To do with the price of rice?
No, they start with J.
J. I would answer for him.
And then Jehoshaphat.
It makes sense.
The father wanted
Logos reasoning.
So Jehoshaphat.
So he would jump over
by
John,
parity of reasoning.
James, Jeremy, and go to Jehoshaphat.
Something very unique. I know you're a unique person.
Have you people finished
when they are going, then they will abandon their first names.
It's 8:30. Have you finished finishing?
Oh no, but one of these days, one of these days, Kojo, you have to. We have to organize some dancing competition. I've seen the one you did last time. Is it Shoki or which one? I've seen that video. I've seen your Shoki dance, but you have to do the Smooth Criminal.
No, I have to take us back to the.
You want play? Let's listen to Smooth Criminal. Could you come and Aaron video the thing before Nana Kwame Bediako comes?
We have time, eh?
Hold on. Let's
please.
Listen to
we have
Criminal.
A reshuffle to do.
But before that, let's listen to Smooth Criminal.
To tell the two of you who are harassing me
that
my legal team is listening keenly and provisionally. Actions in mental and emotional distress, as well as harassment and a breach of the natural justice principle of audi alteram partem.
We should hear you. You are here.
Relax.
Why are you at home?
Have you been prevented from speaking?
Yes.
Yes.
You've been speaking
All of these are being looked into.
You decide to even cough your speech along the
But
line.
you are not allowing me to speak.
Really?
Yes.
Ojo, a lot of people.
Me. That's why
a lot of people are sending their wishes to you. They want you to do the dance. See, I just dropped Smooth Criminal, Michael Jackson. How did I know that you were going to dance with this song? Because my sources.
I'm not going to dance with this.
You were going to in those days.
At no point in my life.
When you were going for the competition,
was I ever going to dance with
the regional championship? No.
Which regional championship?
That is when you are going to do the dance.
That never happened. So what are we talking about?
The embassy club pleasure.
It never happened.
Organized by Media House Kids.
They did their thing, but I was never
there. We have seen the pictures. So
show us the pictures
of the participants.
Show us the pictures.
Who registered?
Contestant number 50.
Yes, with their passport pictures.
So Dasegla, who's CEO of Kwame, says Happy New Year to you and to Kojo Barakuda. So he actually adds the Kojo to it.
Yes.
Barakuda. And I see Papa Tieku. I want Papa Tieku. Says Ancestor and Raymond, you guys are bad men. Today, dear, you get Kojo, but you put the warrior Kojo. Please let him dance.
It's a lie,
Kojo. And then General Dan Frimpong, he's been laughing. He sends me, he's laughing that Kojo. So please share with us. So
I greet them all warmly. They should keep.
So Kojo, what was the playlist after Smooth Criminal? That's the one I was told because you were preparing when your father came to the backstage with the cane.
What was
exactly? What would have been the next song?
The next thing would have been that we'll continue with the reshuffle.
No, I want the next song. The next song that you are going to use.
When he gives the opportunity to respond to some of these issues, and he decides to move on, and later on come and say that he has no opportunity to respond to it.
But you are not listening to my response.
Okay, so Professor Peter Korte says, "Good morning. I want to sponsor someone for a dance-a-thon. Any recommendations?"
Kojo Hansen.
Prof, it's Kojo Barakuda.
Honorable Barakuda. J.K. Barakuda.
Jehoshaphat Bartholomew Jehoshaphat Barakuda.
Yeah. Prof, I thought we were friends. What is this?
Kojo, please, if you don't mind, let's get into the, we'll just do something small for us, or we should go to the ministers.
Yes,
since we're talking about tourism, why don't we start with the tourism ministry? Because you have refused to dance.
Yeah.
You have refused to show us. Oh, okay. George Quay, who's aware of what you did.
Okay.
Says next song would be on a raga tip.
Could you know the song, right? You like the song?
You know the song?
It's more likely to be on the playlist.
Can we move on?
No, Jojo says, DJ Maba says he wants to drop that last one. Then we'll move on.
Why are we
on a raga tip. See, we'll drop that one. Then we'll move on.
Where are you getting all this time from?
No,
sorry. How do you have so much time to disturb my life?
This is your denial, or it is your endorsement of the fact.
But it never happened. So what endorsement again?
You just sat here and responded in the affirmative. All the things that were asked you.
But the things that were asked me have nothing to do with the lies you are telling.
Listen to the next song after Smooth Criminal. Embassy Club Pleasure. You come with the first song, second song, maybe third or fourth song, and you're done. And we all knew that in those days you would have won based on your expertise in dancing. But that's for another day.
Isn't it suspicious how much you know about Embassy Pleasure?
Oh, but why? You said I was born during the time of Pharaoh. So if I know about embassy pleasure, that's not a big deal. Okay. Oh, but I liked, I've loved music all my life. So I used to watch those things. In those days, we had only one television station.
And did you ever see me on it?
No, but I have told the whole world that a very good old professor, Professor Youngson, prevented you from taking part in that competition.
God forgive you. Let's move on.
May God rest his soul.
Our guest is here. Thank God. I've been saved. Because we promised you a conversation with Nana Kwame Bediako. That he's no stranger to the public scene. In fact, he's been quite a fixture in social life in Ghana for many years. But he's burst onto the political scene with intent. He says he would like to be the next president. Why? We're about to find out. He joins us for a deep conversation. He's known not only as Nana Kwame Bediako, but also as Freedom Jacob Caesar. And for those who might have known him a bit longer, Cheddar. Good morning to you.
Good morning, and thank you for having me. Thank you.
It's our pleasure. And we have a lot to learn about his plans and intentions, and we'll do exactly that when we come back from these messages.
Hello, Linda. You won't believe what I am planning next. I want to start my postgraduate degree, buy a car, and build my dream home. But you know what's stopping me?
What's that, Mike?
Money, oh. That'll be my biggest wahala.
Oh, you are sorted, Kra. With a GCB Big Move personal loan promo, you can borrow up to a whopping 400,000 Ghana cedis at a significantly reduced interest rate in less than 24 hours.
Like, seriously? How do I qualify?
Yes, it's available to all GCB salary account holders. Plus, you get a 2-month grace period before you start to pay back.
Susket, I'm opening an account with GCB now.
Get a personal loan of up to 400,000 Ghana cedis at a significantly reduced interest rate in less than 24 hours. Call 0800-422-422 or visit your nearest GCB branch today to fund your next big move as we celebrate 70 years of greatness. T's and C's apply. GCB Bank, your bank for life.
Are you looking for a university that will prepare you for the challenges of tomorrow? Look no further than Academic City University College. With a focus on innovation and experiential learning, you'll get hands-on experience in your field. Our world-class faculty will guide you every step of the way. And our collaborative approach to learning will prepare you for success in today's global economy. So if you are ready to make your mark on the world, Academic City University College is here to help you succeed. Apply now at our website www.act.edu.gh or call us on 059-403-0308. Academic City University College, educating future-ready leaders.
Amanfwe! And you're normally a dofo. Electroland Ghana Limited has done it again. It's the up to 70% discount bazaar. A simple cry. From the 27th to the 29th of January, rush to Electroland's Pintex branch for amazing deals on your favorite Samsung, NASCO, Media, TCL, and Homeland of up to 70% off. You heard it here, up to 70%. It may be brand new, slightly used, have minor dents and scratches, or repaired. We are first come, first serve. For further inquiries, call 0503-153-739. Terms and conditions apply.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gameparkgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
There is something that drives you. The very thought of it fuels you. And even when the road gets rocky, you keep going, just to get the results that matter. It could be about you. It could be the lives you touch. It could be about someone special or something dear to your heart. Such results leave a sweet lingering smile, a sense of fulfillment. That's why you work till late, yet rise with the sun. Yes, your drive knows no limit. Do it with Stanbic Bank, where we spur you on to get the results that matter.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Right, so welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And this morning we're joined by Nana Kwame Bediako. Of course, many of you know him. You've been asking yourself questions, particularly about the new force. And then he tells you, I am the man behind the mask. Thank you once again for joining us.
Thank you, Winston.
And I'm sure for many persons, they may have suspected that you are the man behind the mask. But now we know you are the man behind the mask. Now we know you want to be president. This is Ghana. It's a country where we know it's NPP or NDC. And so when the NPP fails, many Ghanaians look to the NPP. I mean, when the NPP fails, many Ghanaians look to the NDC. When the NDC fails, many Ghanaians look to the NPP. Why do you want to be president within such a political system?
Well, there are numerous reasons why I want to be. And first of all, I think, the NPP and NDC system has been going on for almost 4 decades. So that's really my lifetime. And one would have expected more change, in terms of human development and social development. Myself, I'm a developer, I'm an investor, and I've tried to develop landmarks in the country, but, the pace of development, I feel like we're still running behind schedule. And I feel like the younger you are, the stronger, the more focused you are with development, with investments. The older you get, you become wiser, but you will not stand in the sun to want to develop a country or develop a place. So, I feel like at this point and at this age, I'm in the right position, I'm in the right frame of mind to be able to contribute to the development of my country and add value to the people, create jobs and, expand the country. I feel like also the time has come for the elders to bring the youth into the system of governance, to see what happens in the 40s, what we can do for our people. And that is one. The second reason is also I feel like the millennials, we are the lockdown generation. In the past 4 years, we've seen a lot in this world, and a lot of people are looking for change. You can see it's probably a global revolution going in all places. Young people are becoming presidents and leaders because they resonate with the youth, and more of these people are around the world. These are people, even if they see an ant, they don't want the ant being killed because they feel like they have a life and you should let them be, and I think the world is drifting towards this side. So
yeah, go ahead.
So these are the people that I also stand for and I relate to, and I feel like my people are ready. So, I'm just preparing for them. So they can push us.
Now, you've talked about you being a developer. I mean, you've talked about you being a builder. What is it that you want to do that you cannot do unless you become president?
Well, being a president, it's not a position that will make you do a lot of things, but it gives you room, it gives you the authority, it gives you the support, the laws, the conditions for you to be able to nationally create a developmental scheme that will be suitable for the public, So me being a developer, I'm just restricted to just develop maybe a project. But for me to go into national projects like, building museums, zoos, markets, industrial platforms, I still need the government's sponsorship and their support to be able to get there. So there is that part, and then there is the partnership with the private sector to also expand the development in the country. It's just numerous of things that, being in that position, but not just being a president, but being a part of a government and understanding the the pros and cons in the private sector, in the public sector, what needs to be done in terms of development, human development, and social development.
So talking about partnership here within the private sector, as a country, we've talked about the private sector being the engine of growth for God knows how long. Can't you partner government? Can't you partner the public sector in achieving, those dreams and aspirations that you have?
Well, I guess I'm not the only developer in the country. There are quite a lot of people like me.
You can mobilize all of them?
If that could work, it would have probably happened some years back. I think there are some kind of cracks, within the parties. It's who is in power and who they know. And that's how the country is working right now. And I think we should be able to neutralize that. We should be able to give everybody the chance, to come through. It doesn't have to be the fact that MPP is in power, so some particular people would have the chance to have more opportunities in the private sector, or it doesn't have to be the other party and then the other people come in. I think we, as a country, everybody should have the opportunity to be able to explore themselves, and the government should be able to also concentrate on the development of the private sector, because that's what really booms the economy. That's what builds the economy. If these people are growing in the industrial sector, in the commercial sector, then of course the economy definitely becomes stable and the balance is created.
So tell me, what's wrong with Ghana today, and how do you intend to change that thing which you see as wrong with the country?
Well, I'm probably not the only one that might be finding things that are wrong with the country. And I'm not saying other countries doesn't have wrong things happening in there. Almost every country are facing issues, but they find solutions to be able to make living better. We are here because we feel like if we're able to create a middle class economy, all these problems will stop, because we'll be able to move the people from minimum salary to an average salary, and that alone will start to robust the economy.
Okay, so let's get into your plans. Now. You've talked about the only one being, but so we see Ghana in the state in which we are now. For you as Nana Kwame Bediako, wanting to be president of the Republic of Ghana, in today's Ghana, what is it that you want to change, and how do you want to do it?
Well, the first thing I'll repeat myself again about, creating a middle class. Now, I don't want to talk about all the policies here, since we would have the right time to release the policies for everybody to go through. But, creating a middle class income, it's just a whole national revamp. You need to first of all think about how you can create industrial platforms. These are the things that are creating 10,000 jobs originally, so you can create hundreds of thousands of jobs around the nation. Being able to make sure that the entire country's economy does not just depend on one city or the capital. It's very important, and I think that's what we're facing right now as a country. Is one of our major problems. Everything surrounds Accra. Okay, so everyone is trying to come to Accra, and then when you look at all the other places, there are people really raking and creating wealth, but those people are not our people. They have just sourced that, okay, there's a concession of lithium here, let's go there. There's a concession of gold here, there's a concession of oil here, and then everybody else is running after labor in Accra. And running away from the regions where they have the right resources that can, create a lot of wealth and create also a balance in the economy. So we are all moving towards one side. When you go to England, it's very different.
Okay. Go ahead.
Manchester on its own, it's a city. Liverpool on its own is a city. They have a football club. They're turning over a lot of economy. People survive there. People have lived in Manchester maybe 20 years. They've never visited London because they don't need to. They're very proud of their region. They're very proud of their city. I think that this is one of the problems that Ghana is facing now, and we need to sort that out. We need to make Takoradi a full city. We need to make Kumasi a full city. We need to make all the other places, full cities, so people can benefit from those areas. And of course, the resources are there, both human and mineral.
Okay, so let's do it this way. In the past, we've had politicians talk. I'm going to do this, and we know, for instance, talking about industrial parks, talking about growth poles, and what have you, cluster development, there's always been that conversation about, oh, okay, so we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Now, what I want to know is how, and the how is very important. It's not just saying, oh, we have the resources and so we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to turn Kumasi into a modern city. How are we going to do that so that we'll be able to achieve the kind of development you talk about?
Great question, Winston. I mean, there's one thing to say, there's another thing is to do it. And I think that we have been saying more than we're doing. So you're just basically repeating what is happening in words. Okay, it's very easy for any politician to give you a promise, just to win your vote. And I don't blame them, because that's the system, telling you what you need to hear and then letting you put your thumb up for them. So then when they come to power, it's left for them to do what they promised that they're going to do. But promises are not easy to fulfill, more so than having a hope that would lead you to do something that many cannot do. First of all, we need to understand that we are not stopping the Western or the other people in the other parts of the world from coming into our country, but we're saying that it's not right for them to come behind our backs and then enter our bushes and start to destroy our water. Instead, we can hire them. They have the template, they have the blueprint of infrastructures, social infrastructures, that we can let them do that. It's how you use your finances. But how do I say that I'm capable of doing it? I'm capable of doing it because when you look at my track record, I turned the little that I have, I put it on the ground. I made sure that all the building permits and all the architectural engineering and all these things, I put on the ground and built, and I created jobs through that. Besides that development, going from residential to commercial and to maybe even industrial, and today we're doing national. We just finished building a zoo anyway in Achimota Forest. But coming back to the industrial, when I started the industrial park, that was 10 years ago. I think that people could not see the vision that we needed industrial park, and at that very point I knew that in a place like the Western region we had a lot of minerals to create petrochemicals. That's why Petronia is being built, and petrochemicals is what you really need to industrialize, to go into manufacturing hub. From paracetamol to cocoa butter, every one of them needs the petrochemicals inside. So first of all, we need to be able to have these to increase the level of our manufacturing, and I don't think we're doing it, but some people are coming to do it if we don't do it. Would you like to sit there and watch somebody to come from China or somebody to come from India and start to use your own minerals to create all of these things for you and resell it to you, as they're already doing? When they take it out, they go and package it over there, and we still fly and go out there and buy it. So we need to change that. It's very simple that we're seeing that we have to find the ways to do that. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the only one that can do it, but together with me and the nation and the resources, we should be able to turn that around. We should be able to bring people from outside to build our roads, to build the plants, to build all of these things, and then we start to buy the things from ourselves instead of going to China or America to buy the things from them, which they already took it from us.
Great, but talking about industrialization and all that, building a petrochemical society, industry and all of that, let's do it this way, and I'll give you an example. So we know, for instance, when Kwame wanted to create a growth pool out of Tema, let's say we created the airport, we built the harbour.
Mm-hmm.
After building the harbour, you build certain industries.
Mm-hmm.
Now, these industries would depend on the harbour.
Mm-hmm.
And as they depend on the harbour, you have services being provided.
Mm-hmm.
As the services are being provided, you have other industries coming in to feed those industries.
Absolutely.
So here, you see what you would term as a sense of cluster.
Mm-hmm.
So it is not just, yes, government may have the plan, but of course there should be a sense of cluster, a willingness of businesses to also move. Otherwise, government may have to do it alone, and if businesses do not support, it would fail. We've been talking about a petrochemical industry in the Western region for God knows how long. The question really for many Ghanaians is, these things that you talk about, how sure are they that it's not just one of those things we hear all the time?
Well, certainly. Do you think anybody wants to come out from their country to come and build your petrochemicals for you so you can industrialize your country? No. They think about their country. They're only going to come and take what they can get for themselves and build their country. So you can sit there and say all of this, that, okay, how sure are we? You have to do it. If you don't do it, who is going to do it? That's the question. I mean, I think Ghana as a country, we're very much laid back. We're always thinking that somebody is going to come and give us the aid. We have to get up and do it for ourselves. I mean, you just said something about Kwame Nkrumah, Winston, and I'm going to take you back there. Do you think what Kwame Nkrumah did maybe 50, 60, 70 years ago, do you think the country is benefiting from it now?
Tell me.
I'm asking you a question.
And I'm asking you the question.
Well, I do. I think they're benefiting, but what do you think?
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm saying that I think that the country is benefiting from that infrastructure. Okay. What do you think?
I'll tell you my thoughts later on after the discussion.
Oh, you should. You should be able to. Why are you running from the public? We're both facing the public. Okay. Well, since you're not answering, I think I would try and help you answer for yourself. Okay. Today, you are looking at Tema. Tema is probably the most generating income space in the country. Okay. This is where the government gets the most taxes in terms of importation. Everything that comes to this country is running through Tema. So the government gets more money from there than even maybe other GRA taxes. That's one. Two, most industrial platforms are circled around there. You have people that are creating steel, plastic, everything that this country needs. Unfortunately, it's not for any Ghanaian. It's for Indians and Lebanese. Okay? Three, everything that is being imported into this country that was extracted from this country is coming through Tema and not even Takrady. Okay? Now, let's break this analysis down so you can see how much fortune we're washing away. If you look at Tema as a space where all of this is going on in the country, there is not one single find in the place. There is not any mineral. There is no gold, there is no oil, there is no salt, there is nothing. So logistically, it does not make sense for the country. It just happened to be next to the coast. So it's good for logistics. But now look at the Western. The aluminium or the bauxite that they are turning to aluminium is coming from the western part of Ghana. Okay? The gold, the cocoa that they're processing to make chocolate, and chocolate runs 200 billion industry in this world. We're the second producers of it. But yet, we can't say that we even have 10% of that turnover. Okay? It's all from the western. Okay? Now, you're looking at other resources like oil and gas. Okay? We have an oil refinery in Tema, but our fine oil is all the way in the western. So as a country, why can't we go and put an investment of 100 or 200 million to build a refinery right next to where the oil is? Cut the logistics. In 5 years alone, you will save the same money that you invested. Okay? You are looking at how the country is developed without integration, and that's what you're talking about cluster. I would like to refer you back to that. You know what cluster, what you're trying to say, the term for that is integration.
Sure.
You need to develop a country and make sure that it's integrated. There is no point you going to put a factory here and then you go and put the house in 28 miles away. So the people would take transport every day to go there and back, 56 miles a day. Okay? By 8 years, the money that you're selling the house to them, they would have spent it on transport again. So every development needs integration. Regionally, it has to be like that. And there's no problem for us to copy the white people, what they've done. The system worked over there. We have to replicate it. We're here being pro-black and fighting white people this, white people that. Look, please, they stole our money, they stole our gold, they went to build their country, they did it well. Now we're all running back to there. Okay? It's the best way to defeat your enemy and to show them that you're smarter and wiser is to replicate what they're doing and do it better. So if we start to make our minds to do things that way and start to build our countries just like America, just like Europe, they'll start to respect us. They're not going to come and sit with our leaders and say, oh, let me take your lithium and then I'll build roads for you. You know, let me take the whole concession and I'll do your water sanitation for you. No. They're going to come and they're going to see that, you know, they're reliable citizens in the country. They're people who are living averagely, a middle income people. You cannot come and crash that. These are the visions that I think as a country we should be heading towards. And we should respect our old leaders, what they did. What they did was good. Some of the things, some of the vision that, they had for us as a country, it was good intentions. It was because they wanted us to succeed. It was because they wanted us to have education. Look how many universities that came in the 60s. And you look how many roads and infrastructures that were built in the 60s. And look at the 60s to this 2020s. I mean, look, a good 60 years. And today, all our leaders have become musicians and footballers. Okay, they're stars. You can't mistake them for leaders. A leader is a leader. A leader is someone that can go to the people and go down to earth to the people and know what they need and make sure he gives it to them. So he doesn't think about themselves alone. Okay, today we have leadership in this country that it is about just the chair. It's about the position. People are doing whatever they can do just to win. Okay, it's about the country, please. It's about the human beings. If you want to be a president, and I want to be a president, I don't want to be a president because I think it's the highest or the pinnacle position that anyone wants to acquire. I want to be a president because I feel like there is something that the nation is lacking that I can place, I can put, I can add. I feel like there's something in the country that hasn't been developed that I can do. And me feeling like that I can do it, please give me the chance. Let me do it. Let me do it. I have the energy. I have the time. I have the grace. I have the glory. It's not like, I have 5 years more to live life or something. I feel like, I'm halfway through my life or a little bit, over halfway through my life. But there is still energy here. There is still power here. I can do.
Right.
Thank you.
We're talking to Nana Kwame Bediako. If you just joined us, of course, this follows his announcement of his intention to run for president. So our guest has been telling us about his vision. Nana Kwame Bediako. Freedom Jacob Caesar.
Kojo.
Cheddar.
Yes.
Which name will be on the ballot?
I think Nana Kwame Bediako is my household name, and as you all know, Nana is a title that we Ghanaians give, so I'm very proud of it. And Kwame being born on Saturday, you guys already know what the Saturday borns are about. You saw Kwame Nkrumah, you've seen Patrice Lumumba, they were all Kwames. It means the Saturday people are visionaries. We like to have a vision. In fact, out of the 7 days in a week, it is only Saturday that says you sit to think, and to see how your week had gone and how your week that is coming, will go about. So I like to be called Nana Kwame. Bediako means I came to fight to win, maybe Bediako. So that's me. Now, a lot of people get or try to figure out who Freedom Jacob Caesar is and who Nana Kwame Bediako is. Let me use this moment to explain that. Freedom Jacob Caesar is a character that is built for the African continent. There has to be a leader, there has to be a prince, there has to be a voice, there has to be an influence, a character that can convince and influence the youth. So that character was built for that. How to bring the youth together and make sure that Africa is now singing with one voice. We are moving with one voice. So that's that character. But Nana Kwame Bediako is for you. In Ghana, I'm here and I represent you.
We've also seen on social media the Prince of Africa.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, what's that about?
Well, yeah, just exactly that. Nobody claimed that title. I had to claim it, I mean, we've sat here and we watched Coming to America with people talking about Prince of Zamunda and creating studio princes and everything. Now you have a real one. You're going to reject it? I'm right here,
Is that what you are?
What? Yes.
A real prince?
A real prince. A real prince. I think that being a prince, it means that, you fall under some kin, okay? The son of a kin, and that's royalty. But I believe that the King of Africa, it's the omnipotent above us. It's God. This is a continent, an island that is full of gold, diamonds, oil. This is not for us. There's no king. There's no man that can be a king of Africa except for God. And I said that's the title I want. And he said, go for it. And I claimed it. So now I am your prince.
Right. There are some who, upon hearing that title, are reminded of what became quite common some years ago, these scammers who tell foreigners that they are princes just to attract their wealth.
No, not Freedom Jacob Caesar. We don't have time for that. Look, we have created wealth. we have built wealth through the wisdom that we have acquired on this earth since we came here. The knowledge, all the things we learned in school, I might not even remember anything, but the wisdom and knowledge that God has bestowed upon me, please, I use it very well. I don't have time to go and use some princes and kings to, acquire anything. In fact, you should remember this. The Western world doesn't have much for us than we do for them. Okay? What do you think you can bring from America or Europe to Africa? They will not even let you bring $10 million. Where are you going to pass them? Where? If you take it through the airport, you can put 50,000 pounds in the bag. They will have dogs catching the bag, sniffing that where are you taking the money to. Okay? They are not jokers. They are not going to let you take the money out of their country. It's only we Africans that will let people take billions and trillions out of our country. You know why? Because we don't value what has been given to us. We need to understand to take care of what has been put into our hands. Okay? When Moses decided to take care of the Israelites, God gave him the power, the courage, and the miracles because he became responsible for them. If we as a country decide to be responsible for our people, for our resources, for our gold, trust me, in 10 years, you will see the whole thing turning around. The human beings will start to be happy, and when they are happy, the economy will start to boom. When they are stressed, the economy will stress. Okay? When you take the value from your people, your country will have no value. When you add value to the people, your country will start to have value. Look, it's there. You can see it clearly. When you go to America, they give value to the people. Okay, they find a way to let them eat. They find a way to kill them. There's insurance. The people don't die easily in America. Okay, and if you do kill someone, also you pay for it. It's not like Ghana where someone can just kill someone and some police will take bribe and let them walk away. No, you need to be serious about human life. You need to be serious about the minerals that God has given you. This gold is forever. 1 year, 1 million years, it will still be alive if you put it even in fire. So we need to take hold of what we've been given, and we need to nurture it. We need to make sure that we refurbish them, we refine them, we manufacture them and package them, and make sure we distribute it amongst ourselves.
Now, until recently, we didn't know you to be a political person. We saw you in the company of celebrities. You've invited several, Floyd Mayweather and several others. You've spent time with them. We've invited some of them to Ghana to enjoy your hospitality. We see your social persona as being, quite a member of the glitterati, if you will. Taking lots of very amazing photo shoots with, cars and animals, tigers and lions and so forth. It's no surprise you're building a zoo, right? But at what point did your political consciousness get birthed? At what point did you stop being, for want of a better word, a celebrity and decide to become a politician?
Okay, so first of all, I'm not a politician. Truly, I don't understand the pros and cons of politics. In fact, like I tell people, I don't even know how to become an assemblyman. I don't know what to do if you tell me to become an MP or a minister. And that's why I went straight for the top post, because I think that's where you do what is right. You are asking me that what has put me in this position of the political industry.
Yeah, why the change?
I feel like I am a risen leader. And this is some kind of calling. And I've always followed the voice. I've always followed, what I believe in and what the voice is telling me where to go. But, in life, everybody wants to live life. I have surrendered my life. The only thing that I have between life and death is time. And that's what I used the most. In terms, I use it to my best potential. Why do I say that? Because when you're 20 or when you're 15 and you want to be a footballer, it's likely you can be a footballer. But when you turn 27 and you're still thinking to be a footballer, it's too late. Maybe you should think of being a coach, because the time is gone. And this is the right time that I felt like, I have to go into that presidency. When the voice came to me, I moved with it, because the voice has come to me many times and I moved with it. And you wonder why I was with all those celebrities and this and that. Okay, for me, you might see like I'm living a celebrity life. No. It's me cherishing my relationships with people and letting them respect my vision, my understanding, my commitment, my loyalty to them, and I had to be in their paths, in their lane. But you can tell my friends are boxers, my friends are musicians, my friends are footballers, my friends are also presidents, my friends are all type of people, my friends are pastors. In fact, my best friend is blind and he's called Brown. So I have all type of friends, but I don't think the country has ever looked at me from that angle.
Well, you haven't showed us.
Well, they're just looking at the glittery part and who is the star and all of that. Look, don't just concentrate on the messenger. You need to concentrate on the message. Hence, that's why I came with the mask. Because I was asking the country, which one are you choosing? Are you choosing the face that you want to find? Or you're going to look for the message that this person is bringing?
That's an interesting point. I wish we could explore that in the little time we have left. This idea of a focus on the message and not the messenger. You're running for public office. You are running for the president of Ghana. This is a country where, and you can be forgiven since you admit you're not a politician, but this is a country where we have a constitution that gives so much power to the president that in essence he can do pretty much what he wants. The law will support him. For such a powerful role, the person is very important. How are you going to convince voters to ignore the person in favor of the message?
Well, you see, when I said the message and then not the messenger, it doesn't mean you should ignore the messenger. First of all, if you concentrate on the message, you will see the fruit in the message. You will see the knowledge in the message. You will see and feel the wisdom in the message. Then you start to look at the person now. That's when you start to build the value in the person. Okay, it took time for people to even accept some of the leaders like Roosevelt and let's take Jesus Christ for instance, and some of the great leaders that have been in this world, Mansa Musa and all of these people. In the beginning, his message was very clear to the people, and it took them time to see that Mansa Musa had 12,000 slaves, 34,000 camels, and 50,000 followers, meaning real followers, not Instagram followers, but real followers. And then in the end, it's when they realized that this guy was a true king. So sometimes the end justifies the means. It's not the beginning. The beginning, people will want to hear. People will want to hear your words, that if you say you're going to do this, do it and let's see. That's the message. Everybody's waiting for it. They're not looking at you. They're not looking at what you're wearing. They're not really looking at, how you come across. No, they want to see that these words that you shared with them, these promises or this hope that you brought, how is that going to be implemented or manifested? And after that, that's when the greatness in you is perceived by the people. So that this is what I believe. I think I would, in my humble opinion, I would rather advise the average African or black person that, don't worry about how they should look at you from the beginning, okay? Just concentrate on the message and how you can do what you're supposed to do, and let the people in the end, decide,
They say that the value of what we do is not in what we produce, but in what is consumed. So the goal for you is that you want your message to be consumed more importantly than your personality.
Absolutely.
In today's Ghana, as you are going into an election in 2024, following the past two elections where people have come with very strong messages, slogans, and come with catchy words, which unfortunately, by the summation of many Ghanaians, they have failed to live up to. Are you not worried that in your case, people are not as willing to consume the message before the person? Are you not worried that perhaps the person you have shown to Ghanaians might make it difficult for some Ghanaians to consume your message?
Well, first of all, I think that you're only seeing message as something that is verbal. Okay? Message comes in different things. Your action sometimes delivers messages. Okay? Your development, your investment that you put in humanity, it sometimes sends the message to people. Okay? The greatest people in this world are not mostly remembered by what they wore or how they appeared on stages, but at the time that they were on stage, what they said and how that influenced people. That's what most people are remembered by. The greatest people are also remembered by the investment that they put in people. It could be how they cared genuinely to make a change, and they made sure that that change transpired. And then when they were not there, they became a legacy. They were remembered by that legacy. So for me, I just want to let you understand, Kojo, that a lot of these messages that we're talking about here is going to be based on actions, implementations, manifestations, doing, executing it, and then in the end, the message will be spelt in the hearts of people. But that's what I call message. It's not just me coming and saying that I will do this, that's my message. I think that, I don't know if it's a point of correction, but that's what I see as a message. I would choose this over somebody telling me to wear a suit and tie and go and stand in front of UN so I can give a speech, and it would take me 3 days to write that speech. And I think that's a message from my country. But honestly, from where I've come from and where I'm going, it doesn't make full sense to me. I think it's impression, and I don't like to dwell on impression. I really believe that the new leaders who are coming, in a revolutionary forum that can really make a change, and not just based it on the words or the speeches that you're going to give.
Nana Kwame Bediako has been speaking to us this morning. He spent a lot of time with us, actually, which we really appreciate. And you can get more of him because he's going to be on Joy News next, talking more about his message and his vision.
We're going for a break. We'll be back.
Oh, we have more to do.
Relax.
Thank God for that, because I have a dozen more questions for our guest. So listen, stay with us. Yes. I thought we had to let him go. Thank God we don't. Listen, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, more from Nana Kwame.
I think he took all the questions from Winston, so Winston had to give us a break, and we have to come back, right? Winston? Okay.
Super Morning Show.
First Sky Group, a wholly owned Ghanaian company made up of First Sky Construction, First Sky Bitumen Processing, First Sky Commodities, Volta Serene Hotel, Serene Insurance, First Sky Energies, and Frero Rural Bank warmly invite you to its 21st Thanksgiving service on the theme, The Faithfulness of the Lord Never Ceases, Lamentations chapter 3, verse 22 to 23. The Thanksgiving service in 2 parts will be hosted by the founder and executive chairman, Mr. Eric Sedi Kutocha. Friday, January 12, 2024, all night from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. at the Trinity Temple Assemblies of God Church, TTAG Community Center. Ministering in Word, Reverend Mark Sese, National Missions Director, Assemblies of God, Sierra Leone, Reverend Sujit Alex, Thames North Area Leader, Assemblies of God, UK. Sunday, January 14th, 2024, Thanksgiving service at the main auditorium of the Accra International Conference Center at 10 a.m. Guest speaker, Most Reverend Dr. Paul Kwabena Boafo, Presiding Bishop, the Methodist Church, Ghana. Special guest of honor, the Chief Justice, Her Ladyship, Mrs. Gertrude Araba Esaba Saki Tokono. Ministering in music will be Team Eternity and others. Also in attendance will be His Eminence Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, Reverend Dr. Stephen Yanusam Wengam, General Superintendent, Assemblies of God, Ghana, Reverend Professor Paul Frimpong Mansu, Immediate Past General Superintendent, Assemblies of God, Ghana, Reverend Dr. Silvanus Amagashichi Elom, Head Pastor, Trinity Temple, Assemblies of God, Ghana, Reverend Mark Sese, National Missions Director, Assemblies of God, Sierra Leone, Reverend Sujit Alex, Thames North Area Leader, Assemblies of God, UK, Apostle Professor Kojo Ninfo Opoku Onina, Reverend Dr. Lawrence Tete, Reverend Eastwood Anaba, Reverend Dr. Joyce I, Reverend Eddie Annan, Assemblies of God UK, and other senior clergy. For more details, contact 020-854-32 3441 or 050-148-2580. It's the First Sky Group 21st Thanksgiving service. Don't miss it.
'Cause all my life you have been faithful. Oh yes you have. And all my life you have been so.
The Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority (DVLA) has introduced a new online vehicle registration process. That's right, you can now log on to online.gov.gh to start your new vehicle registration process at the comfort of your location. Then present your vehicle at any private vehicle test station with customs release documentation for verification and testing. Once that's done, you can visit any DVLA office for further vehicle inspection and biometric verification of the owner or authorized persons for your digital smart card. Yes, a smart card. No more paper documents, and it's that easy. Log on to online.gov.gh today and start your new vehicle registration process now. DVLA, your safety, our concern.
Let me share my experience with you at the new Aqua Safari Resorts. When you arrive, you're greeted by warm smiles and introduced to your 24-hour butler who already has your itinerary sorted. Enjoy water sports activities like jet ski rides, kayaking, water sliding, flyboarding, and castnet fishing. You can even have your lunch here on the boat cruise. Let the tour guides take you through the sceneries of the mangrove forest, the friendliness of the animals, while you pet and feed them. We chose to have our breakfast with a beautiful sunrise right in front of our cabin.
Visit Aqua Safari Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Are you hoping to start university this January? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana right here in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and up to 50% scholarship to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless possibilities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our January 2024 intake. Apply now for our foundation program. For more information, contact us on +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
You're welcome back. It's 9:27. Our guest is Nana Kwame Bediako. He hopes that by this time next year you'll be calling him President Nana Kwame Bediako. Of course, he has a very well-known social life here in Ghana, and after many years of being in the public eye, he has now stepped into the political ring, throwing his hat in, wanting to be president. Now, this was a very recent development, Nana Kwame, because for some time now we knew of the new force. Commercials were all over the country. The new force. We saw billboards and posters. Weren't sure who this new force was, who was the face behind the mask. And then you announced just a few days ago that all along it was you. Now, of course, this came up following an attempt to host a convention here in Accra, which was aborted when the presidency withdrew your permission to hold the event at the Black Star Square. So I want to start with the criticisms that were leveled once the event got cancelled. And of course you then announced your bid for presidency. Immediately people said, okay, well then why were you organizing this event for people to come over, obviously in support of your vision, when you intend to be president of Ghana and you really know that you shouldn't be involving foreigners in your in our politics.
You call them foreigners? You see, we're forgetting about who we are. We're black people and we are Africans. If you take a Togolese, a Nigerian, a Ghanaian, Ashanti, and someone from Kowu, and even a black person from America or Jamaica, put them in a plane and send them to China. Ask the Chinese man, who are these people? He's just going to say black people from Africa. He will have no description for them, but it's just the way you sort of describe them. Now let me come back to the new force. I want everybody to understand that the new force is not some third force trying to come and fight the two existing giants who are here. The new force is a new force. Okay, we are the first of its kind. Okay, since the days of Nkrumah, after 60 years, this is the only time and the only moment that the country is witnessing that some young people have come, they've risen, and they are asking for a change of leadership. So that is how, first of all, you need to see the new force. Well, we coming in that mask is telling you that we are anonymous. Okay, being anonymous is not a bad thing, because when you go back to our history, that was how we were powerful. Okay, we were powerful because people could not recognize us. All the faces were painted with dots and all of these things. And even if you went to war, you need to be vigilant, you need to be focused, you need to be careful to see your opponent, else you'll be killing your own sister or brother. Do you understand what I'm saying? Today, we have lost our identity. We have identity crisis. All our people are spread all over the world. Black American, black British, black Jamaican, all of these things. We want to be able to bring all of these things back, but we have started a movement that people are very much interested in. This is the only time politics in Ghana, people in Jamaica are interested in, people in America are interested in. You can follow the trend. You will see it for yourself. People are interested in who is this new force and why is the new force trying to start a convention in Africa. Okay, in Africa, the convention is to bring leaders and voices together. We igniting our voices and talking about how Africa should be governed, how Africa's resources and our minerals and human resources should actually lead us into the 24 Global Economic Forum. It's not a crime. This is something that the youth needs. This is something that our leaders need. This is something that all people need. So for us, we just wanted to say to Ghanaians and Africans that this is an opportunity, is the time for us to come together as Africans, and me mobilizing those four people. As you can clearly see, 2 of them are politicians and 2 of them are activists. I brought them together into one place, in one country, in the Independence Square, so their voice can be a part of this new movement that is going to shape Africa's future. And that's all that it was about. However people would perceive it and then narrate it, for us, we know the genuine intentions, and you already have seen that it's not easy to bring such people into one place. You saw what happened. You realize that the whole Africa is interested in why it was cancelled. They're not interested in the masked man or the new force or no. They're just interested in why was it cancelled.
I'm being signaled that our time is up.
Yes, time is up.
Yes, but
we have to do this again.
Well, we're going to try and do it again, and next time I think that you guys will book me and you have to give me some, give me some, give me some money too, But I think, I'm glad that you guys brought me and gave me the chance, and, we've had this conversation. Kojo and I go way back, I think he's also a fashionista, so we have something in common. Yes, Winston, it's the first time I'm meeting you, but I'm glad meeting you and everything. I'm sorry I have to rush to the other side for the news. Yeah, I like to be on TV too. I like to be on radio, but I also like my face to be seen, and I don't want to miss that opportunity where people can look into my eyes, and questions that they want to ask me, I can answer them, and I can also connect and interact with the nation. So please forgive me that I have to run, but definitely, Winston, we're gonna have to do it again. It's great. It's great talking to you guys.
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Nana Kwame Bediako, this is not the last time you'll be hearing him on this show. That's a promise. Stay with us though. There's more coming on the morning show right after these.
Thank you, guys.
Morning show.
Illegal mining continues to destroy our lands and waters.
We are getting some cases of young people
whereby they come with difficulty in breathing and cough. We find that they have extensive damage to their lungs. They tend to be people who come from communities that are involved in illegal mining. From January 12th, we continue the fight against illegal mining in our communities. It's the Poisoned for Gold Community Tour. Join Erastus Asaredonko as we engage the people of Samreboy about the dangers of illegal mining. The Poisoned for Gold Community Tour is part of the USAGM media project on nature crimes in Ghana, supported by the U.S. Department of State Bureau of Oceans and International Environment and Scientific Affairs, Office of Conservation and Water. The tour is in collaboration with the Multimedia Group. Media partners: Joy News, Adum TV, Joy FM, Love FM, Inshira FM, Ahobrasia FM, Tricky FM, Asuna FM, Royal FM, Velvet Beam Radio, Max FM, Green Gold Radio and TV.
National Health Insurance.
Great news! The National Health Insurance Scheme (NHIS) has waived the waiting period for all members aged 70 years and above. All 70 years and above are also exempted from paying a premium. Enrollment and renewal are absolutely free on the NHIS. Members who are 70 years and above can automatically access healthcare when they newly register with the NHIS or renew their membership annually. You are no longer required to serve the 1-month waiting period for late renewals. Dad, mom, grandpa, and grandma, let your old age be filled with good health and access instant healthcare at zero cost on the NHIS today. Download the My NHIS mobile app to register with your Ghana card or visit the nearest NHIS office. Terms and conditions apply. For details, contact the NHIS call center on 054 444 6447 or 0302 746 447. NHIS, your access to quality healthcare. This message is brought to you by the United States Agency for International Development, USAID.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gameparkgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
Michelle, baby, last night with a big bumper. She said she had a man, but she still gave me that number. Be like she know, say I demand weakness for the biggie bumper, you know. For the biggie bum bum, you know. Hey.
So what about the vibe? Is she just nice? Tell me what she like. If she got a man, if she think twice. Is the face fine?
Say the face fine, yeah, she fine, of course. She did talk much and I'm quiet, of course. Perfect combi. She did do me things and I can't deny.
Perfect combi, slim waist, bumper, my face perfect combi. She did my waist, shouldn't look at anybody face. Perfect combi, slim waist, bumper, my face perfect combi. She did my waist, shouldn't look at anybody face. Perfect combi.
Me bow kume mu koko. Anything you need want. Now baby I'm as hot mama vo.
Tell her knock it down your front door. Tryna give you everything I'm on. If there's anything you need, just call.
Girl, this your sugar go sweet oh. Make a man want this time for real oh. Make her know what's up, what's the deal oh. All you buy what's up.
So what about the vibe? Is she just nice? Tell me what she like. If she got a man, if she think twice. Is the face fine?
Say the face fine.
Nana Kwame Bediako, who wants to be president, was here telling us about his vision and his message.
You're a very good friend.
Now, yes. Of course, we've got lots more to do on the show in the time we have left. But later, you can certainly go onto our Facebook pages and play back that interview. You can also go and look for his interview on Joy News channel, where he will be talking even more about the things that matter to you. All right, now keep your text messages coming through. Text messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by GCB Bank PLC, GCB Personal Loan. Make that big move and dream a reality.
Now we know that GCB is your biggest and largest bank in Ghana, but they are offering you, GCB salary account holders, personal loans in less than 24 hours to fund your next big move. With GCB's Big Move Personal Loan Promo, you can access up to a whopping 400,000 at a significantly reduced interest rate, with a 2-month repayment grace period to meet your urgent financial obligations with a smile. It is time to make that big move, be it for educational fee payment, buying a car, or building your dream home. GCB makes these dreams a reality and life easier for its customers, so that GCB lend you the needed support to make that big move to take care of those urgent personal needs. Visit any GCB branch or call 0800 422 422 for further inquiries. Terms and conditions apply. GCB, your bank for life.
So, First Sky Group, a wholly owned Ghanaian company made up of First Sky Construction, First Sky Bitumen Processing, First Sky Commodities, Volta Serene, Serene Insurance, First Sky Energies, and Ferrol Rural Bank, warmly invites you to its 21st Thanksgiving service. Theme: The faithfulness of the Lord never ceases. That's Lamentations chapter 3, verse 22 to 23. Program lineup is as follows: Friday, January 12th, that's today, all night from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. at the Trinity Temple Assemblies of God, Community 10 Tema. Ministering in word, Reverend Mark Cisse, National Missions Director, Assemblies of God, Sierra Leone. Reverend Sujith Alex, Thames North Area Leader, Assemblies of God, UK. Sunday, January 14, 2024, Thanksgiving service at the main auditorium of the Accra International Conference Center, 10 a.m. Guest speaker, Most Reverend Dr. Paul Kwame for presiding Bishop, the Methodist Church, Ghana. And special guest of honor, Her Ladyship, Mrs. Gertrude Araba Esaba Saki Tokonu, Chief Justice. Ministering in music will be the team Eternity and others. For more details, contact 0208 543441 or 0501 482
All right, don't forget now that when ABSA says insurance that gives you more, they mean more. Your car deserves the best. So to get more for your protection, you need a motor insurance policy from ABSA, underwritten by Hollard Insurance. Now, with the motor insurance policy from ABSA, underwritten by Hollard, you can choose from their comprehensive third-party or third-party fire and theft policies to ensure that your vehicle stays protected. You'll also enjoy post-repair inspection, free delivery of your vehicle after repair, free roadside assistance in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, and Sunyani, and more when you sign up for the comprehensive cover. So go on and get more for your protection with a motor insurance policy from ABSA, underwritten by Hollard Insurance. Discover how to get things done at absa.com.gh or the nearest ABSA branch. Terms and conditions apply.
You certainly have to come close to your radio set, right, for this important information, the very best you hear this whole year. Did you know your energy-giving, great tasting Lucozade has a new look? Whether you are out and about in the office or in school or even in the church and you need something to restore your energy, look out for the now sleeker, slimmer Lucozade Original 330 ml can with the same energy that you've known for years. Now you can go about your day with even more swag as you drink Lucozade from your now sleek can. So go ahead, grab your Lucozade sleek can and discover the same unbeatable energy with every sip. Lucozade, restore your energy. This advert is FDA approved.
And Safari Valley Eco Park introduces a safari wildlife experience by creating an environment that fosters the harmonious cohabitation of forest, water, humans, and wildlife such as zebra, sable antelope, llama, wallaby, fallow deer, Patagonian mara, and many others, where everyone can come and experience these majestic creatures at a starting price of only 250 Ghana cedis, and it's free for children up to 6 years. It's only an hour's drive from Accra. It opens from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. each day. Visit Safari Valley Eco Park with your friends and family today for the thrill of a lifetime. For more information, visit safarivalleyresort.com. Check out Safari Valley on Instagram or call 0596 914394.
All right, well,
DJ Maba is still here. He wants to give you some great tunes.
Let's give him a couple of minutes to make us dance, and then we'll come back with your tweets. DJ Maba.
Girl, only you be my matter. She be good girl, but she bad.
What if I told you that 10 Ghana cedis can get you free concert tickets and shopping vouchers worth up to 500 Ghana cedis to shop at Malcolm, or get some buckets of juicy chicken at KFC every week? Well, here's what to do. Stake 10 Ghana cedis or more in the Game Park Game Pick 1 or Pick 4 lottery to be entered into a weekly Saturday raffle for a chance to win, regardless of the outcome of your stake. You can still win a voucher for yourself. Vouchers are limited, so play more to increase your chances. And remember to watch the Saturday promo draw on Adom TV at 6 p.m. Dial star 946 hash or visit GameParkGames.com to play now. Terms and conditions apply. Game Park Games, more moolah, more power.
All right, so listen, if you want to identify the opportunities and threats for your business in Africa this year, if you want to find customers for your products and services across the continent, then don't be caught off guard. Join attendees from all over Africa and the rest of the world at Crystal Ball Africa 2024. That's where you get the most insights, of course, while you're networking. The theme this year is One Continent, One Market, Growing Businesses Beyond Borders. It's on the 18th of January 2024 from 9 a.m. at Labadi Beach Hotel here in Accra. So please register now at crystalballafrica.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Media partners are Joy FM, Joy News, Joy Prime, and Joy Business.
Well, let's read some of your messages then, Raymond.
Yes, this one at Panico says at Joy SMS, a lot of presidential aspirants promise have failed us. So please, for instance, we are sitting on gold, yet we are poor. So my question is, how well should Ghanaians trust you if voted into power because we are fed up? That's the question to Nana Kwame Bediako. Azakpe ABD says, I hope he's not wasting our time. This one is from Lovelace. Lovelace says, good morning. Please, let's focus on changing the constitution first, and all other things will be better. Lovelace Nana Yao is in the United Kingdom. I think there's another message that we can read here. Well, what does it say? Did I miss that? Yes. Okay. I think Mustafa is the one with the message there. Mustafa's message is with his John Dramani Mahama, there is hope for Ghana. With His Excellency, okay, right. With His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, there's hope for Ghanaians because the 24 hours economic policy would help increase employment and enhance the citizenry welfare. Let's build together. Together, it is possible. That is what you sent. Yeah. Let me get more if it's possible on this one. Yes. Hello, Kojo. Please, ask Nana Bediako that we, the youth, supported him with any ideas he's trying to bring on board. Nana Bediako, more fire. Oh, okay. Tell him that we support it, right? And someone Majite from Airport City is the one sending that. Well, that's what he's saying. Nana Bediako, more fire. Yeah, that's a message directly to the man you just spoke to a couple of seconds ago. I should be able to get you some more messages, Weston. And
well, I think
if it works,
we can leave DJ Maba to do his thing. It's just 3 minutes to 10 now, so DJ Maba can get us some great tunes. But Monday,
the way you mentioned the DJ Maba,
DJ Maba. Monday is Delara Soloklu's birthday, and she won't let us breathe. She says that her birthday is on Monday. So instead of wishing her on Monday, we should start by telling the whole world that her birthday is on Monday.
Very good. The announcement has been made. By the
Delara Soloklu.
Della is doing something quite unconventional because her birthday is coming up, so she's bought us Wachi.
Oh.
Yes. So she is giving the gifts as God intended.
Raymond, what's the last message?
Yes, Ebenezer Mano says, Winston, our leaders are either wicked or lack the capacity to think, or ability to think straight. Just yesterday, my friend and I were talking about these same things that Cheddar is talking about, but we are just JSS graduates, so I don't see why our leaders with PhDs and doctorates and other certificates keep sinking Ghana deeper and deeper. Maybe that's food for thought.
Yes. Anyway, listen, it's been a great week together. We've covered a lot this week, and that's what we like to do. We're back on Monday with even more, but until then, please stay safe out there and keep it locked on Joy. We are your superstation. And of course, on behalf of the team, we thank you so much for choosing us. My name is Kojo Yankson. I'm the morning man.
My name is Winston Amwa.